Hello. Can you hear me? Testing one, two, three. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you see me? You can't see me. I hope you heard that. Uh-oh. Why is nobody talking? Why is nothing moving? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can somebody let me know? Okay, nobody's answering the question. I'm over here talking to nobody. Come on now, you're killing me. I need some likes. I need some loves. Hit the heart buttons. Subscribe to the channel, please, and thank you very much. All right, welcome in to my channel. We're gonna have some fun tonight. I could hear me, so can you hear me? Because I could hear me. I had to actually ask myself if I could hear myself because nobody was answering me. It's all good. It's all good. All right, all right. Thank you for the hearts. Wow. Flooding. Appreciate it. Whew. So, we're going to start straight to the point with earth signs. Let's see how intuitive you are. Show me your psychic capabilities. I'll wait. What earth sign are we going to start with? Come on, I'll wait for your psychic capabilities. Let's go. Which earth sign am I going to start with? I feel like there's somebody I just stared at that's going to nail it, but we'll see if they get it. Welcome in, Casey, Leslie, Karen. Let's see if anybody else guesses before I say anything. Wow. Did you guys drink like your spiritual Kool-Aid or something today? Because Capricorn is correct. Capricorn is correct. So good job if you spiritually were trying to assume Capricorn. All right. All right. Let's start. Straight to the point for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Here we go. Da, 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 da. Why? Why do we start like this? Okay. Okay. You start off with a strong acknowledgement. Capricorn's got an energy around. I feel like there's an energy surrounding Capricorn. This is probably going on for a while now for you, where it's almost as if the Seven of Swords reversed, then you have the Page of Wands, communication, and the Five of Wands reversed. So there's an energy that it's speaking to me, and what it's speaking to me to say is either you're not taking any prisoners. Capricorn's like, I'm not taking any prisoners right now. I'm not letting it in. I'm not going to stress about a goddamn thing right now. Capricorn's probably trying to finesse their own growth and worth right now. I feel like that's where they're at. You might also have the energy of feeling like somebody was toying with your emotions, by the way. This is going to be, I'm feeling this right now. And I think it's the sugar. Like, I think it's the coffee. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to level with you a little bit. If it's meant to resonate for you, there's a good chance it was an air sign or a fire sign. Here we go. Let's go. 10 of Cups reversed. Okay. What is going on? Clarify this. Clarify that and that. You give me the energy like you don't trust the emotions of this individual. You give me the energy like, I almost get the energy like you were fascinated with this individual, but it got to a point where emotionally you kind of looked at it like, can I trust it? Look at him real closely. I'll try to get it up there without moving. Give me something else for Capricorn, please. Queen of Pentacles. Reverse. Two of Wands. You might have seen that somebody you dealt with wasn't emotionally ready or was using you for emotional support and gain. What the fuck? The Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. I feel like you recognized what was going on in the investment with this individual or this person. Show me something for Capricorn, please. Straight to the point. The world is reversed. You found out you couldn't trust this individual. So it's telling me the world reversed and the Magician reversed. You felt like you couldn't trust moving towards this situation. So you may have felt like it was best to move on or leave it in the cold. I do feel like there was a point where it did upset you. I do get the energy there was at one point it did upset you. I feel like you're over this though. I don't feel like it lingers that much or bothers you anymore. I get like you've put it away, you've put it down. It doesn't bother you as much as it used to for some reason with that. You've walked away from it. What are you trusting right now? I feel like you've trusted yourself to emotionally view it for what it was, and you decided to move on. I feel like you decided I've got to move on from this. I got to take care of my stuff and what's going to work for me. That also gives me like you might have tried to stay preoccupied with other things, maybe hobbies or business. It doesn't make me feel like you completely stopped talking to people, but it makes me feel like you stopped talking to this individual. You may have come to the crossroads that this person wasn't sure of what they wanted. I do feel like you knew that this person wanted change, but they were still kind of lost in what they're looking for. Well, what's going on with you? I feel like you're trying to really focus on financial gain right now. Not only financial gain, you have this energy where it's like, I just want to put things in perspective that are going to make sense to me and feel correct to me. I would like to see love happen, but I don't want to not feel like it's something that I don't want to be dethroned by it. You have this, I don't want it to ruin my appetite or make my gut feel empty kind of feeling. What's going on? Page of Swords. It definitely could have been an air sign, by the way. Go to the bottom. Air sign. What's the Death card? Yeah, I think you've learned that emotionally it wasn't worth the problems or the situation. It did come off very fun or playful at times. You did enjoy this company, or you both enjoyed each other's company for a while. It's making me feel like, why are you in reverse? I feel like you learned that it wasn't you weren't getting the balance or an opportunity that you thought could be great wasn't showing you the balance. Nope. 10 of Swords. So it became the end of the relationship or the communication. 7 of Wands, you probably felt like you needed to kind of step back from the situation. And I feel like you understand that for what it is, Capricorn. Page of Pentacles. This also makes me feel like you've had an on and off relationship or communication with this individual. The Page of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands reversed, and the Ace of Swords. That's very back and forth. Like we start, we stop, we start, we stop. Or it's short conversation. It's not very talking to this individual for very long. It's Ace of Cups reversed. It has been on your mind, so somebody here wonders what it could have been, whether it's you or the other person. Could definitely be a air sign, fire sign, or a water sign. Anything else? I feel like you became aware that you can't be stuck in a situation that doesn't feel like it's going to fulfill your needs or your requirements in something that it's almost like it intrigued you. I get this energy with the 6 of Cups, the butterflies, like you wanted to see it transform into something, but it never really got there. Or if it was there at one point, it's like it just didn't. You became aware that the Hangman, it was staying where it was or wasn't moving in a direction that you had thought it might move towards or would have liked it to move towards. I almost get the energy like you probably rehearsed this in your mind more than one time. More than one time. Somebody, it could be both of you, but somebody may feel like we didn't emotionally say enough to each other. The Knight of Cups reversed. We didn't emotionally talk, communicate. Nine of Swords. We held it within. Five of Swords reversed. We didn't fight for that. We were thinking about manifesting it, or we came up with all these great ideas, or we're trying to achieve all this greatness. Six of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. We were very playful. You both came off towards each other, liking each other spiritually as well. But when it came to balance, it felt like it was a sacrifice of passion and communication and opening up with your heart is what I'm seeing here. I feel like you both ended up focusing on career. Kind of went on your own road, went in your own direction with this is what I'm seeing for Capricorn. Let's give you a little bit more. Please remember to hit that like button on your way in. All right. Let's keep going. We're going to use the other Gilded Tarot deck that's old as dust. I am only going to shuffle it in my hands because I've shuffled the hell out of it, and the cards will probably, they won't disintegrate, but they will fall apart or bend in half probably. I already did kind of reorganize them by hand. It was like, that feels good. We'll leave it there. Here we go. Straight to the point for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. What's the message straight to the point for the zodiac sign of Capricorn? Five of Cups, the Lovers reversed, and the Sun reversed. Clarify it. I already get it. Somebody emotionally, either you emotionally missed giving them attention, or somebody emotionally missed giving you attention. I feel like somebody emotionally missed the attention you gave to them. I feel like it's the attention that you gave to them, and it definitely could be. I've got double air sign, Lovers in reverse, Nine of Swords upright. Could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Why is the Hermit in reverse? Why is the Hermit in reverse? Let's go. I'm going to straight out say it. You became aware that the action wasn't being taken. You became aware that the action wasn't being taken. Capricorn, I'm going to tell you something. You're either a female blonde or she was a female blonde. This keeps jumping at me. It did it in the last deck, and I held back. I'm not holding back in this one. Either you're a female blonde or she was a female blonde. If she's the cross watcher. Let's go. Let's do this. The Fool. The Six of Pentacles reversed. That tells me something specific. Somebody thought they so either the person you dealt with or you did. It does feel. Let's see if it can tell me. Who is this? Who is this? Show me who this is. Who is this? Let's see what you got. You got a whole bunch that jumped over my right hand, which doesn't typically happen. I feel like somebody was watching you or wanting another shot. Somebody might have felt emotionally triggered or pulled by you, like they couldn't release you or let you go. They're very fascinated on you. The Fool and the Six of Pentacles. So I'm going to tell you, even though it's upright, with the woman staring back at the Six of Pentacles wanting balance, the Fool, somebody wanting to take risks. I feel like somebody wanted to take another risk towards you, or may have tried. If they didn't try, they definitely felt the urge. Whether they were able to resist it or they weren't, whatever. Here we go. The Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Devil, and the Two of Wands. Clarify this. No or yes? No or yes, because you're here now. It's telling me that they may have tried to come towards you or wanted to like open up the emotional connection again. But then it's telling me it was like short-lived, or you said no or kind of backed away from it. What? Well, let's keep going. I'll give you a little bit more. Any coffee? Any more coffee? Let's see what we can get for Capricorn. Show me anything you can for Capricorn. Judgment reversed. Why? Straight to the point for Capricorn. The moon. You keep getting the moon. It's almost like your eyes weren't. I feel like you. I'm gonna tell you. I feel like you've seen it for what it is, or you understood it. I feel like whatever was, the judgment, whatever was being hidden from you, and like because it's in reverse, like something feels like it wasn't being exposed. I feel like eventually it got exposed. That moon makes me feel like you became aware of the whole fucking thing. You understood, like you learned the assignment, you figured out the problem, you figured out what the hiccup was, what the issue was. Here we go. Capricorn. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Okay, so some of you guys, it's telling me there was a situation emotionally, the Wheel of Fortune, when it came back around with communication, you didn't trust it. If it did try to, so whether it did try to come back around, or so some of you, it came back around. Others of you, if it were to, you don't fucking trust it. The Knight of Wands, when it comes to being playful or wanting to entertain it, you want to know if it's valid about, has it changed? Has anything changed? While I'm putting in work and effort into myself, has anything changed with this person? Here we go. Capricorn, I'm going to tell you, my tarot's telling me to tell you no. No. Not significantly enough. Not enough. There hasn't been enough change for you to get your card in reverse, and for you to get the two cards I start with in reverse. That's definitely, when it comes to getting the balance of something you've already dealt with, no. I feel like Two of Wands is you discovering, is it something that's worth fighting for or dealing with? You tell me, because you got the Seven of Swords upright. It's deceptive energy. Your message for you, the message I have for you is there's something that you're probably supposed to leave behind you. The Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Chariot. I feel like it took a lot of strength for you to acknowledge this isn't going to be where I sit, or this isn't going to throw me out of like whack. Also, I'm not going to be fooled or manipulated kind of energy here. The Hermit, I'm going to trust myself. I need to find somebody who's going to emotionally speak to me. I get this energy of, I almost get this energy they wanted to communicate more, or you both did emotionally. They're definitely a fucking Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Potentially one of those signs, or a water. I'm going to tell you that, or a water sign. The World. And you have the Five of Cups before. You have the Page of Pentacles. And then you have the Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? This just makes me feel like somebody was going to try again and see if emotionally you'd open up or be there for them. King of Wands. I don't feel like you stressed about the situation, or you carried it for. I get the energy where you carried it as far as you could, or as long as you could. The Knight of Swords is reversed. I don't feel like you wanted forward movement or action with it. Page of Swords, the communication may have felt different if you did speak to them. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. Career was your motive. The Ten of Swords was you having enough. The Six of Cups is you trying to release it or put it behind you. I feel like you were trying to work on yourself here and let go of a situation that you learned about, or how it made you feel. When it came back around, let's see what this is. When it came back around, I felt like you recognized things that were maybe not finished, or felt uncompleted. I feel like you felt like, I don't know if I'm ready to approach this or I want to again. The Nine of Pentacles. It makes me feel like I'm done. Makes me feel like some kind of speech did happen. When I saw the Eight of Wands and now you have the Page of Wands together, some kind of speech did happen. Some emotional connection happened. The Four of Pentacles, I get this, it felt tempting. You had this tempting nature about it, but I feel like you made the better decision not to let it get the best of your mind or let it slow you down to where you're heading with victories. I almost feel like it felt like having fun with your imagination or wanting something that you're never really going to get and being intrigued by that, whether the person did that to you or you guys were borrowing their energy towards each other for a while, whatever this is. You might have had to trust and let go of a situation that was more about lust than love, because that's what it's making me feel like happened here with the Eight of Cups and somebody walking away. Okay. Okay, thank you guys for being here. Please remember to hit that like button. That was Capricorn. All right. Hello, everybody. Who are we going to do next? We're going to stay with Earth. Who's going to be next? I haven't even decided. Probably should have decided first. Holy crap. All right, who are we going to do next? Welcome in, Cindy. Hello, Reiki Resolutions. Hello, everybody. Just easier to say hello, everybody. I'll let you guys decide who we're going to do next for a second, and then we're going to start with that zodiac sign. I didn't wait for it to get warm in here. As you can see, I keep rubbing my hands together. All right. If you guessed, thank you. Guessed or try to use your intuition. I appreciate it. We're going to do Virgo. Virgo's next. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Virgo? Put that out for you, Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? It's okay to get it right or wrong. It's okay. Here we go. Virgo. Straight to the point for Virgo. What do you want to tell Virgo? Here we go. Virgo. This can't be the theme tonight. Don't do this. Come on, Burns. Don't do me like this. What is really going on? You might have had to cut somebody out or stay in silence with somebody. I get like I almost feel like I went deaf. That was kind of really weird. The Magician, the King of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. The Magician is in reverse. And I get the energy that you had to go silent on somebody. It almost feels like you had to kind of ghost that person's energy or just get away from it with that Two of Swords energy. Why? What's going on? Straight to the point, Virgo. Is it what I think you're trying to... Let's see what it says. See what it says. Clarify it. Clarify this. You had to go. You had to get away from somebody. I'm just getting an unhealthy energy around you. It felt very unhealthy. Almost made you feel sick to your stomach kind of energy. The Fool reversed. The Nine of Cups is reversed. And the Eight of Cups is upright. I feel like you knew this once this happened. Once you felt this. I feel like it almost made you feel sick. Because I kind of feel sick right now. Like my stomach feels like I want to barf. Ugh. Why is the Ace of Wands here? I'm going to say it. For some of you, it was a woman that recognized a man needed to be let go of. Some of you women out there felt like a man. I had to release this energy. You might have even felt like they tried to, I'm going to say something I don't typically say. I feel like you felt like they tried to emotionally scar you. What? Let's go. What is it? The Empress. I feel like you started recognizing I got to take care of myself because this person like forgot who I was or what I was to them. That's not good. I also get the energy where you didn't see this coming. What the fuck? Here we go. But did you recognize when it was time not to speak or to separate from the situation? It was definitely most likely it could have been a lover. It definitely could have been a lover or somebody you cared a lot about. Look at what hit the floor. I feel like you had to have endings. I feel like cycles had to end so something new could start. They may have made you feel like your back was up against the wall at one point. I feel like when it came to trying to emotionally connect with them, it wasn't working. The communication became distant or non-existent. I feel like when it came to getting balance or trying to speak to them, like get truth and clarity out of it, you felt by yourself on this. I feel like you felt by yourself on it. They come across to me like you felt like, who the fuck are you? You might have come across somebody where they showed you a totally different side of them and you felt like, who the fuck am I dealing with now? Wow. Here we go. The Four of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the Nine of Swords. They make me feel like I get the energy for somebody out there. It makes me feel like somebody felt like they were trying to take something from you. Hold on. Steal, dishonest. They were doing something shady. And I do feel like it became something you saw. I think it was running through your mind and emotionally making you tired or not knowing how to respond emotionally to the situation. But knowing not to put work towards a situation or knowing that situation that you're going to have to get strong and forget about it or let it go. Six of Pentacles in reverse autumn. This person may have tried to use children against you. For some of you, ugly, definitely children. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. They may have tried to use children behind you or try to treat you like you were acting like a child about a situation. I almost feel like they try to put you in the wrong or put you in the corner or corner you in a situation. I don't like this. Here we go. The Ten of Cups, the Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles. It's behind you. You've moved on. The world is reversed. The Eight of Pentacles. I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, you've been trying to put a lot of work and growth into your own life. Good. That part makes me feel a little bit better. Here we go. I think you identified it's got to be left in the cold. Five of Pentacles reversed. That you can't be upset about it or let it penetrate your heart. Look at this. Ten of Wands is reversed. You knowing you've had enough. You not letting somebody do that. It could have been a man that did this to you for some of you. I feel like emotionally you're free of it. I get it. Like for you to say no or not be willing to. I almost feel like you knew the best course of action was being on your own. Something makes me feel like you couldn't get the balance you were looking for. So you knew to move away from this. You knew you had to trust this. You knew that it wasn't going to fix itself or you couldn't fix it. There was too much. There was too much going on here. Lack of empathy kind of. I'm sick of this reading. I'm sorry, Virgo, but it feels like there was too much lack of empathy in a situation for everybody that was invested in this, whether it was two or more than two. Page of Swords reversed. That's why the communication, it was easy to kind of cut free of it. I do feel like emotionally it did hurt. You've learned how to recognize I've got to be patient with time, with building myself up, career, family. and I can't let things keep me down. You give me this energy where I'm aware, I can't let things, Knight of Wands energy, keep me down. The Hangman reversed. No matter how patient I am or how much I'm looking for the change, whether it's emotional support or finding or building myself back up emotionally, I feel like this person made you feel like you had to fight for yourself and take action towards doing this. And I feel like that's what you've been putting a lot of work and effort in, is yourself, maybe money, career. Some of you, it's also kids. It's also, I'm going to tell you, it's also children that you've had. But a lot of it has to do with carrying the load. Just keep putting in the work and effort if that's your story. I'm done. Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. Keep putting in the work and effort if that's your story. All right, we're going to go to the other deck. Here we go. All right. Let's keep going. Now, just remember, not every time I come out am I going to pull your story. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't got a rabbit in a hat. It ain't just going to fly out, from somewhere. It's just not. Sometimes I'm going to get your story. Sometimes I'm going to get somebody else's. Here we go. Let's go. Virgo. Oh, can't do that. I wanted to. Can't do that shuffle. Let me back this thing up. It's burning my legs. There we go. Here we go. Virgo. I don't know what the fuck you like. This doesn't. I never. What? I'm doing me. You come off with like a I'm doing me energy right now with the Six of Pentacles. 3 other cards fell out. King of Cups, Judgment, Queen of Swords. You might have felt emotionally manipulated. You might have felt like somebody was trying to judge you or mistreat you in a situation. I think they did. I feel like somebody tried to get away with something. And I feel like the Queen of Swords was you taking action or recognizing this can't happen or I can't stay in this position. I feel like I can't. You have this. I didn't feel secure, so I had to do something. Energy. Here we go. Show me something for Virgo, please. You had to cut them off. You had to stop speaking to them. The Queen of Swords. So the Queen might have had to stop speaking to the King or recognize this person is not the person I can invest or speak to, communicate with. I just get the energy. Somebody out there feels like they didn't listen and they didn't care to listen or they didn't care at all. Whoever this is, whoever that's for. Let's go. I'm done. That's why there's there's no communication with you two right now. Or it's very, very limited. 3 of Cups is reversed. Why is the 3 of Cups reversed for Virgo? You got tired of feeling it or thinking, mostly thinking about it or letting it mentally frustrate you. Ace of Wands. I get the energy. You got tired of thinking about it. It made you feel like they became sexually unattractive. What the fuck? Let's do this. Let's go for Virgo. Here we go. Some of you may have felt like emotionally all they cared about was money, or they were after a money. They were money hungry. You got the 8. I think you had to really put a lot of effort and trust and recognizing you could do things on your own. That made it so you could see that you could come out victorious. I think it took a lot of patience. I think it made you a little nervous to invest in yourself, but I feel like it was the smartest outcome for you. It's almost like you recognized, I'm not going to let somebody treat me that way, or I'm not, I have too much self-respect for this bullshit. Here we go. That's why probably why it was like, you know what? The world landed on the 4 of Pentacles. I can reconnect, reestablish my growth somewhere else. I can move on. Clarify anything you can for Virgo. The Knight of Pentacles is reversed. Clarify why that's here in reverse. You might have struggled. You're here in reverse. You might have struggled or know that you struggled a little bit at first, but I feel like you're getting over that hurdle. The significance of this read could be you're not only going to get over that hurdle, you're going to be able to handle business, or you've already started to become productive with, like, it's almost like it seemed like I was losing everything, but really I started to gain everything back. Kind of is what it feels like for you. This makes me really, I'm done. It's almost giving me a headache. It might have gave you headaches or made you feel like, damn, I need some Tylenol. I need some Motrin. I need some Aleve. Whatever headache medicine they make out there. Ibuprofen. Like you needed that because of this person. The Eight of Swords, the Emperor reversed, and the Devil. I feel like they made you feel in a position that was very, I'm not going to say awkward, but uncomfortable. I hate to say this. So whoever you dealt with, and I'm sorry that your reading's kind of heavy because it is a little bit heavy. This one's a little bit heavy. It's making me feel like the Queen of Wands, the woman who was gaining respect for herself or emotionally recognizing a situation. I'm going to call it a dumpster fire. This man with the emotions, or the situations to the emotions of whatever happened between the two of you. I feel like he was aware of what he was doing. Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Wands. I asked a question silently. And the question I asked was, did he know what he was doing? And I got the Ten of Swords upright. Absolutely. Anything else for Virgo? Stay productive. Focus on health and changes. And be very excited and optimistic about meeting the world halfway, Virgo. That's what I want you to focus on. Also, I want you to just remember that not all situations will do that to you. The Hierophant makes me feel like you're going to learn to really do things on your own for a while. It may make you feel like you don't have to worry about happiness, but I don't want somebody to make you forget about happiness. I feel like that's super important for this reading. I feel like that you need to have the strength, the courage to understand that. Just because you might have been in something that felt out of love or became very unhealthy towards the end, you shouldn't stop ever moving towards or approaching love. You should always, with the Chariot, move towards something that's can be significant in your life. Anything else for Virgo? Oh my Lord. Right now you're going to invest in yourself, but I still want you to remember, just because you dealt with a turd, I'm going to call him a shitbag because I feel like calling him a shitbag. Okay, I'm sorry if you like him or you like. I don't know if he was always a shitbag or just a shitbag once in a while, but I'm going to call him a shitbag because he's getting on my nerves. All right, so let me tell you something. I feel like you're working on yourself right now. I just don't want you to let what happened just be rehearsed in your mind to where it's hard to move forward and be happy. And I feel like that's something that's going to really, I don't know. I just feel like somebody kind of knew what the fuck they were doing towards you. Show me something. Feel like they were playing with you and mentally it got really upsetting. Anything else? Six of Cups is in reverse, is to remind you it's behind you. The Magician and Justice is upright to remind you that you have the ability to balance out any things or fight any problems in your life. And I feel like you will. I almost feel like if anybody's supposed to get the aha moment or get karmic justice, it's going to be Virgo because of the situation. It might take a while, but give it time and see if it happens for you. Because I bet you're going to come out on top of this. Page of Pentacles. It might not happen right away, but I bet you it's you that comes out on top of it. And just don't carry the feeling of what happened with you. The Five of Pentacles, just leave it alone. I think you've already worked on this. The Seven of Swords reversed. The Seven of Pentacles. When it comes to looking at it, the Five of Pentacles reversed with you not wanting to deal with it or think about it or go towards this or let it upset you. Ace of Pentacles. You're more about foundation. and not being emotionally hurt. 5 of Swords reversed. You might have had to let, you had to let go of the situation. You had to let this go. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups is reversed. This just more clarification that you knew it was time to go. The Hangman, the 2 of Pentacles. What is this? And the Empress. What are you aware of? They come off like they were mad at you over a situation or how it ended. So that's why they wanted to hurt you. I don't want to read this anymore. That's what I've got for Virgo. We're gonna skip over to the next zodiac sign. Sorry about that, Virgo. Maybe your next one will be like rainbows and Skittles or something. But that one was kind of rough for me to read. That one felt like no. And the worst part is it's like I don't feel like you had to deal with that through the whole relationship. I feel like it was all exposed at the end, like the very end of the relationship. Don't get me wrong, you might have had your hiccups in this relationship, but there was like a huge fucking difference towards the end that you got to see or you had to deal with until you got away from it. Here we go. Let's do this. Taurus. I'm gonna light that cigarette. Virgo, you got me like headed. I need some Tylenol. Fuck. Person probably gave you so much fucking headaches. You were probably like, fuck, is this Tylenol or Midol? Like, what the fuck did I just take? Like, it could have been that fucking bad. But anyways, I feel like the best thing you did was start to recognize what you're not going to put up with, or feel the pain and the sacrifice you had to go through to acknowledge who was in front of you, who was hiding this whole fucking time kind of energy. Whoa. No, thank you. Here we go. Taurus. And don't think I'm attacking you before we start, Taurus. Don't think I'm attacking you, Virgo. If it wasn't your story, it wasn't your story. My mother's a Virgo. I love me a Virgo. You know what I'm saying? So don't think I'm jumping at you. You know, some of you, this is recent. Some of you, this is a long time ago. That's the part that freaks me out, that I can understand that. Some of you, this happened a while ago and you got away from it. And some of you, it's recent, like 2 years recent. Others of you, it's like 10 years ago. Fuck that. I'm done. I am done. Here we go. Maybe a little bit more. I'm done. We're not doing it. Something good, please. Like I'm done. Taurus. Here we go. Taurus. What do we got for you? You need to trust what you're going to move towards, build towards, Taurus. That's what it's starting with. Got the High Priestess to go. Taurus, I would tell you it would be wise to really, I feel like you're putting a lot of hard work and effort into life right now. And I feel like the water feels calm at times and then it feels uncalm. And I feel like you have to put a lot more trust into that situation, whatever that's about, Taurus. Here we go. Let's go. And make sure you're getting enough food intake, Taurus. Make sure, I just got really fucking hungry. Make sure you're eating enough. You can't just live on coffee and soda or water or whatever it is. Fucking, whatever it's like, I don't know, like electrolyte water. You gotta eat. Gotta eat, Taurus. Let's go. Here we go. And I mean more than a meal a day. I feel like somebody's like, yeah, I'll eat, and or yeah, and it's like you forget to do it, or you don't do it. Then you reckon, well, did I eat today? Kind of energy. Here we go. You got that Six of Swords energy that was facing, wow, the second card out. I feel like you're really trying to figure out where you're going and what's going to work for you. Taurus, you pull the energy on my table where it's like, I need to figure out where I'm heading, and I need to see that road start to open up for me. I need to be able to find that solution. What is the Fool reversed here for? Why is the Fool reversed here for? You may have came to some times where it felt like, I don't know how much more I can take. Some of you, this could have been, I'm going to tell you, this could have been with, so it was something close to you, either career or a family situation. Oh, here we go. Definitely, some of you definitely could have been career. I just saw the King of Pentacles upright. Here we go. Some of you decided I'm going to eventually, I feel like some of you had the knowing. You might have had clear knowing. Something about clear knowing to know that I'm going to have to really not let things outside of me or chaos outside of me or my something about my destiny slow me down. What? Here we go. Some of you guys are going to be moving the Chariot and Seven of Pentacles. Some of you are going to end up moving in a position or looking to find a position where you move and you figure out where you want to move or if it's the right investment. Anything else for Taurus? You're moving. The world is upright. You're eventually going to move. Or for some of you, it's been on your mind. The King of Wands. Here we go. You're going to really be dedicated to putting in a lot of hard work and effort into, I feel like, yourself and establishing enough wealth so you can make this move. I feel like this has been your long-term goal. I feel like there's nothing you feel that can take this away from you, or that's been your focus mentally for quite some time. I feel like you had no choice but to be patient with this. Here we go. Some of you do want to move, and others of you had to move away and far away, whatever that's about. Let's go. I bet you it's challenge what? What are you trying to emotionally challenge? My thoughts. And what else? My trust. And letting it, you have a very strong, whatever you had to get, not acknowledge. That Three of Swords energy with the Ten of Swords energy, whatever puts you in a position that was not making you feel so happy about it. It's almost like there was a situation, it's almost like you run over, you draw a flat tire. You pull off the highway. You're on the side of the road. You realize the tire just lost air. You put fix a flat in it, tire goes up. You get so many miles, the tire's flat again. It's almost like a issue you couldn't resolve without changing the tire, which makes me feel like it wasn't about you changing anything. It was about somebody around you changing themselves. I feel like that became a crucial matter to the situation. The balance in the Six of Cups. I feel like you started to recognize that it's got to transform on its own. And I've got to worry about finance and business matters that I can change. I can't be, I don't feel like you felt like you could be emotionally down or balance, trying to put a lot of work and effort and save money when somebody else, I get a hold back energy. Somebody was either holding you back or not very supportive of what you were trying to focus on. Here we go. Tells me that some of you Tauruses, if this is going to resonate, or if that part didn't, or some of that did, some of this may resonate. The Lovers, the Five of Wands, the Page of Swords, communication, the Hermit, and the Five of Cups. Some of you Tauruses, the partner you dealt with was younger than you. It's telling me the partner you dealt with was younger than you. He might have had a nice physique or a pretty face. Something about that King of Swords energy. He was either very smooth with his words, or he had a nice face or a nice body. Something like that. He was built real manly. The Hermit, the Five of Cups, reversed. Show me. I don't feel like you struggled when you had to say goodbye. This isn't going to be everybody's reading, and I understand that. Now I definitely understand that. The Five of Cups, the Death card, the Sun reversed, the Queen of Wands reversed, the Knight of Swords. When it came to you wanting to take action or feel the passion or the stress of a situation, you didn't let it rock you or make you unhappy. Eight of Swords, you didn't let it mentally upset you. You didn't become a prisoner to letting go of a celebration or a time that you invested in somebody. You became aware that this is what you had to acknowledge and not carry that with you. Anything else for Taurus? It just makes me feel like if you work with somebody, they're going to have to really be a hard worker, and they can't come with any dishonest energy or put too much time and effort in just work and leave you by yourself. I feel like you'll both be I'm done. I feel like you'll both be working hard to your victories, but they've got to be able to have a strong balance with that to be able to win you over. Something like that for Taurus. Okay, we're going to go to the other tarot for Taurus. Here we go. I hope you guys are enjoying these readings. I feel like I should have been like, this is going to be your most personal fucking reading ever. This is bad. This is bad. I feel like it's either going to make sense or it's not going to make sense to people. I don't feel like there's any in between. It's either your shit or it's not shit. All right. Not that shit is shit, but you get what I'm saying, right? Here we go. Oh my God, I wanted to tell you something. Can somebody please tell me? Who was paying attention to the last reading? Because I was like, I got to talk about this journey, the Taurus or Gemini. I almost forgot. But I think it was one of those signs. Does anybody remember when I specifically asked in my last live. No, I didn't ask. I said in my last live, watch out for the owls. Listen for the owls. Does anybody remember that? Because I legit, and I thought it could have, I don't know if it was Leo, Cancer, Taurus, Aries, when the fuck I said it. But I legit left my house before I came out here. I went to drop off a purple tablet for my son. Call it an iPad, but purple tablet for my son. Because he's whining about his purple tablet. He's got his blue one. But I left the purple one in the car. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to drive across town again. But I did. I dropped the iPad off. I hang out with him. I buy him a candy bar. I buy him his hot fries that he wants because he eats daddies. And I never get to eat my damn hot fries. But I drop it off. I walk outside and I hear an owl. And it just keeps hooting the whole way I walk to my car. And I stop my tracks like, I know I just talked about this in a live. So I'm like, I wonder if anybody else had that experience yet. Does anybody remember what sign I don't remember what sign it was. I just remember bringing it up. And I'm like, I'll be goddamned. Anyways, I wanted to share that with everybody. That was pretty, I legit, just to be like, not to make it sound like, oh, he's just making this shit up. I legit almost recorded it on my phone. But I was like, it ain't even that cold tonight. But I'm like, nah, I just want to get back to the house, get this reading done, and I'll talk about it. But I almost recorded it. Ooh, I can't do that with these because these cards cannot handle that. Here we go. Anybody remember? Thank you for the super chat, Tisha Elrod. You be a hoot, Leon. That's pretty funny. Hoot, 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 hoot. I think it was Gemini or Leo. Goosebumps. It was fucking awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome because it made me recognize when I tell you guys stuff that yes, it can happen to me too, but I really wasn't expecting it. I haven't heard a fucking owl in like 2 years, a year and a half, maybe longer. I don't fucking remember the last time I heard an owl go hoo 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 hoo. This motherfucker sounded like it had a fucking dick in its throat. That owl sounded sick as fuck. I was like, that ain't a fucking wolf. That ain't a coyote. What the fuck is that? That thing's got something stuck in its throat. It sounded a little fucked up, but it was pretty fucking apparent what it was. You know what I mean? I'm like, bitch is probably staring at me like, bitch. Want to talk about us hooting? All right. Anyways, let's go back to Taurus. Here we go. Taurus. It did sound a little fucking weird, but I could tell. Like, I mean, I heard it enough where it was an owl, but it was like fuck stuck in that thing's throat. Or it's just been doing it all fucking day. I don't know. Here we go. Strength card reversed. Why for Taurus? Straight to the point for Taurus. Okay, I need to see what it's saying here. Clarify what you're trying to tell me. You might have felt like you're not going to be fooled, manipulated, hurted in a situation. This is close to home. This is within our home surroundings. This is somebody you know. This is a very personal relationship. Somebody I feel like you couldn't play with somebody's nonsense anymore. The strength is reversed. The 5 of Cups is upright with the Page of Cups upright. It's almost like you couldn't give in, or the Knight of Wands, you couldn't take action or play with that anymore. It just felt too unbalanced. The Hangman, the 10 of, this makes me feel like it was definitely around the home, like family values. Emotionally, I felt like you knew it was like something that I get like emotionally you wanted to be like the helper, but it wasn't something that was in your power to change. Something like it became very readily, or I feel like you became very aware of this. I get this. I became very aware of this. I needed to focus on my career energy, career, and moving away from that, career in myself, taking care of everything else I can take care of. I can't be stuck where this other person is. This person's trying to get over something that hurt, but it's slowing me down from finessing my goals. Why is this in reverse? Why is this in reverse? Why is the sun in reverse for the zodiac sign of Taurus? You might have felt like you couldn't emotionally put the investment or focus on that anymore. 9 of Wands, I feel like it felt like it was something where your words weren't being enough. I feel like you tried to nurture it for some time, or you wanted to. I wanted balance. Something about I wanted this to work out. I wanted balance. I almost feel like she wanted to believe that the person would trust enough to work it out with you. I feel like you felt that way towards them, but I don't feel like this made sense, or this happened. I don't get that you got the yes that you were looking for. I hope that this is trying to tell me that you started to see the person and realize they got to start fighting their own fires, or fighting for themselves with that 5 of Swords. And not holding back to the things that had hurt them. Because I feel like you recognize they have to do this on their own, or go through it on their own. Give me something else, Taurus, please. Doesn't make me feel like you stopped caring about them. It makes me feel like you became aware that emotionally they had to challenge themselves and figure out how to grow or expand and not be stuck in a situation. Because whatever the situation was, it was very unhealthy for them, and they knew this. They were very aware of how unhealthy they were treating either you, or they were treating their feelings and their thoughts. I feel like they were carrying this for a while. They may still be carrying it too. It does make me feel like they're slowly trying to get away from it. I don't feel like they've found that complete fulfillment though. Page of Pentacles to Temperance and Judgment reverse makes me feel like emotionally there's still a lot of emotional work and healing to get to this victory. Queen of Swords, no matter how much you try to communicate or bring in balance with the situation, I feel like that ending has to be for them, and they have to accept new beginnings and learn how to be emotionally supportive on their own and move towards that destination. Because I feel like they are stuck, and I feel like they have truth and clarity that they've been keeping themselves stuck. They need to manifest letting things go that have emotionally struck them or put them in a mental prison. You may have even felt like they may need therapy or help at one point. The Emperor's reversed. The Emperor reversed wanted to show up. Queen of Wands. You might have dealt with somebody who's really just didn't know how to share emotions or was very emotionalist towards others. There's a lot of trauma here. Somebody may have, if they were an older lady, they tried to hide this from you, is what I'm picking up. If they're younger, they couldn't hide this at all. You might have had a hard time tolerating it too. I almost feel like it felt like every time you would try to fix a situation, it would be like, or put work into it, it just didn't work. King of Swords, you felt like you were being cut out, or they weren't acknowledging your voice, your love, something about that. That makes me feel like they could have been younger than you. High Priestess, I feel like they didn't know how to trust you. And they were still struggling on letting go of the Seven of Pentacles, the past. The Five of Pentacles. I do feel like they are trying to be at a crossroads and get away from that energy. They're trying. And they are slowly moving. Page of Wands. They probably still don't communicate or like to go out much for whoever this is for. Okay, that's what I have for the zodiac sign of Taurus. All right. Okay. How we doing? Are we doing good? We liking these readings? Are we hating these readings? You guys can tell me. Just go cry in the corner. I'm just playing. Let's go. Ooh, itchy, itchy, itchy gaga. Who should we do next? Welcome in the 111 and the 144 here. Thank you for the 144 likes and the 111 people. Who should we do next? I am going to finish this little snipe I have. I'll be right back. You know what? I'm just going to light another cigarette. Put that out. Let's see. Thank you for the reading. Me again, on point for my sister. Don't cry. I have pasta. I haven't had some good pasta in a long time. I like spaghetti. Some spaghetti. All right, we got to figure out what signs we're going to do. Fire signs. Oh, how about that? Well, I looked at the strength card on the wall over there. But how you doing, King of Wands? How you doing, Nine of Wands? Let's do it. Oh, look at this. Eight of Wands. Fire it is. King of Wands. We're going to start with Sagittarius. Let's do it. He will probably not do it because I said it. What will he not do? Huh? What? Thank you, ladies, for being here, and gentlemen. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Oh, everybody's saying what signs. That's probably what she's talking about. Could have been something. Could have been anything. All right, Sagittarius, what do we got for you? Really good shuffle. I like that shuffle for you, Sag. One and done for you. Let's see what you get. Put a little bit of work in. Are you emotionally focused and investing in work or bettering yourself? I bet you are. I also feel like there's somebody emotionally you're leaving in the past who they kind of put a lot of restriction or daggers in your back. just remember, if this did happen for you, what goes around comes around, because I do feel like somebody may have treated you like that. There may have been present, some of you, there was another woman. Some of you, they threw you out of balance because there was another lady. What in the dickens? Here we go. Seven of Cups reversed, the High Priestess. A lot of you are trying, I feel like you're trying to see significant change and growth in career and focusing on career and your health right now for Sagittarius. This is going to make sense if you feel really comfortable by yourself or in your own skin, whoever that's for. Let's go. I feel like you're confident by yourself, like a Sagittarius, woman or man, very confident on your own. Eight of Swords reversed. I don't think you have much fear when it comes to mental or emotional situations right now. Now you're more of trying to take care of yourself. You're also giving me the energy that you want to see things flourish or expand financially and on the health situations around you. But this made me really feel like you're not really trying to carry anything that's going to upset you with you right now. I almost feel like you don't want to acknowledge anything that could be hurtful. I feel like if it's not in your vision, it's not going to be something that upsets you. I don't feel like you feel emotionally attached to anything that has no growth. I feel like you look at things like, nope, I need to have I need to be precise on my speaking, my decision making, and my happiness. And I feel like your motive is knowing that's what you're going to play with, and emotionally that's probably what's best for you at this time. What's going on? I do feel like a man did emotionally upset you or make you upset. I do feel like the Ace of Cups reversed is you not letting it upset you as much anymore. You may have had to move away from this person, like completely, like move. They may live by water. For some of you, they may live by water or be surrounded by a body of water. Here we go. I just feel like they live near water or not too far from it. Why? Why is that here? You showed up. At one time, there was a really good emotional connection, is what I think. With the Nine of Wands reversed. Well, should clarify this. Whoa. So it was either at one time, it was like you were fighting for a connection with this person. It feels like a guy. It feels like you were fighting for a connection with a guy, but he might have had some other things. I feel like he had emotional secrets. And it could have been with somebody that I feel like somebody was younger than him and that was too close to him. Kind of energy. Page of Swords reversed, Knight of Swords, Five of Wands. This makes me feel like it made you feel challenged or conflicted. What the fuck? Judgment. I feel like the judgment was you knew you had to get away from this man. I feel like you recognized this. I feel like you started to put a lot of work and effort in yourself. You may have had a hard time letting go of him or wondering what to believe with him. You come off like, I get this energy with this card, like you wanted to know something. There's something you wanted to know he wasn't telling you. I feel like part of you knew, and it just feels weird or uncomfortable. I feel like it was acknowledged. The Hangman. Some of you, it has to do with what he was investing his time in, or who he was investing his time in with, because I feel like emotionally, when it came to you looking for balance or spending time or doing things together, you were wondering where I just get this, like, where is this person? Energy, the Five of Pentacles to the Hangman, and you wondering what's really happening. Like what am I not being aware of? The moon card. What is not being shown to me? In this celebration, what is not moving forward that makes sense? What is he emotionally holding on to? What are the secrets? What's the motive behind this? Why do I feel at a distance with trusting the situation or building it? I feel like it made you want to manifest knowing I can't trust the situation and I can't think about it anymore. It also might have felt like he wasn't showing, like, he might not have made you feel like he's putting you first. I'm just going to say it. And I hate to say that, but that's what I'm getting. Truth and clarity, Ace of Swords. You may have really identified this, and it may have, at first, it may have felt real uncomfortable, but I feel like I feel like that outwore its welcome. So you moved away, or you just made it clear that it wasn't working. Why is he here? Yeah, this is somebody that you may have stopped speaking to for quite some time. This man, you may have stopped speaking to him for quite some time now. Emotionally, that was probably the smartest support system or decision you could make. This doesn't have to be yesterday's breakfast, last week's news. This could have happened a little while back, to be honest. See if I can get you anything else, Sagittarius. Here we go. We're talking about tacos. Let's see what you get. Let's see what you get. Anything else for Sagittarius? I gotta turn the heat off a minute. I'm gonna melt. Hopefully I don't have to turn it back on, but I might have to. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? I'm going to say what I'm feeling. Seven of Wands reverse makes me feel like the Chariot, and with the Chariot on top, leaving the problems behind. This makes me feel like you decided I can't let these problems upset me anymore. I can't be emotionally restricted by this. Temperance. Are you saying no to something that may have felt like it wasn't giving balance or foundation? What's going on? Communication. I feel like you're trying to play with building yourself. I'm going to say building yourself up or trusting yourself or the direction you move towards. I want clarification on that Knight of Wands, though. You may have felt like this person didn't really love you at times. For I feel like you felt like this person didn't love you. You may have felt like you couldn't trust them. Him. Should I say him? This is what made it easier to leave a situation. Why? Balance. The past, and you had to put faith and effort and trust in yourself and not focus on the situation that was kind of not. It feels like a situation where you kind of identified things aren't matching up. Things aren't aligning with us, and I've got to kind of back away from this. Clarify the Seven of Swords, though. Was it you weren't happy? You may have felt like he was giving happiness in other places, or just not to you. Four of Cups, the Sun reversed. I feel like it became apparent or very, very vividly honest or visually honest that it wasn't making you happy. Might have been the easy way to recognize I can't work towards something that doesn't want to work with me or isn't putting work and effort towards me. Emotionally, I need to manifest a better connection, an emotion, a victory that I can trust. That's what happened. It's telling me you had to find a victory, or you'll be looking out for a victory that you can trust, not something that you felt like you couldn't stick around with. I feel like you had the decision. You had to make this decision. Ten of Pentacles makes me feel like you may have had to leave some things behind or some property or a place. Seven of Cups, Ten of Swords. I feel like you had to start. I'm done. I feel like Four of Pentacles, you had to start over. And I feel like it's okay that this had to happen because the change is something that was good for you. Why is the Queen here? Why is the Queen here? It's almost like you identified an unhealthy situation that you had to kind of remove yourself from. Some of you became very aware of this. This man may have tried to connect with you or may have tried to keep tabs on you, something like that for some of you. May have tried to cause issues for you while you were trying to do your own thing. I do feel like you may have learned this or become aware of it. May have stressed you out for a while. Keep it behind you and don't let it be the focus that upsets you from what you learned. And stay busy on your own right now. I'm done. Stay very busy on your own right now. Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor. Focus on the things you can have. And be proud that you were productively smart enough to walk away from something that wasn't going to work out or lead to a celebration or a commitment. I feel like the investment that you're fighting for now was meant to happen. That's what I have for Taurus. Wait a minute. Are we on Taurus? Why did I say Taurus? Maybe they're Taurus. Aren't we on Sagittarius? It could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, by the way, for me to spill that like that. That was for Sagittarius. Here we go. Okay. Let's do this. Wow. Leo. I'm like, who are we going to do? I didn't give you guys a chance. Well, there, Casey got it. Leo. I dropped the ball on that one. Good job, Thunder Thighs. Here we go. Let's do this. No, I'm not calling you Thunder Thighs. I just called myself Thunder Thighs. Here we go. Leo. Let's go. What do we got for Leo? Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you don't mind, watch as much of the video as you can. It'll help me get pronounced to other people so I can try to reach their energy and pull more of a story in every time I read. Greatly appreciate that. But here we go. Leo. I almost said something very provocative, but it's just because it's my nature to be that kind of guy. Like, I'm like that. Because I find it funny. It's kind of funny. It's not that funny. I find it funny. I saw it on a movie, and I laughed at it. I'm not going to tell you guys. I want to, but I'm not going to tell you. It's bad. So I'll be good. Shut up, Leo, and pull the cards. Here we go. Truth and clarity. Truth, clarity, and you're going to have to get a lot of truth and clarity out. You may be speaking a lot of truth and clarity. You also may have to start tapping in a little deeper into your psychic abilities or trusting the truth and clarity that you're going to. I feel like you're going to walk into more truth and clarity, or it's going to become more exposed. Holy shit. Three of Swords reversed. As long as you're not focused on anything that you've already been through. Don't focus on anything, because I do feel like right now, Leo, you may be getting kind of, you might be getting some kind of spiritual enlightenment, or you may be finding a new challenge with spiritualism or chasing after it. But clarify that Three of Swords reverse. What the hell is that all about? No or yes. Don't fear it. You got a yes. The Nine of Cups reversed, the Ten of Wands upright. Don't fear anything, especially when it comes to your thoughts or your imagination, Leo. Not right now. hold those, like, don't even focus on those. You're gonna focus probably this year on a lot of wealth, and I feel like it's wealth in your health. I feel like you're gonna focus on this. The Six of Cups reversed, the Five of. You also may be focusing on looking to find a partner. I feel like some of you are gonna really start to want to explore a partner, finding somebody that meets you in the middle of the road or just makes sense. It just turns you on. You see that? You see in the middle of that top of that card, that line. I feel like that's you wanting to explore. What's going on here, though? Clarify this. Seven of Wands to the Emperor to the Queen. I almost feel like the message is, I almost feel like you're going to align more spiritually for a while. You may, I don't know why I need to tell you this, but I'm getting like you're going to spiritually align for a while, Leo. But what you're going to do is you're going to do that, and then you're going to start going towards love again. And I do feel like I'm speaking to the women. I feel like you're going to go through a spiritual awakening, like a good one, like a strong one that's going to produce victory for you. I'm just going to tell you with the Empress energy, I want you to embrace this. Show me something else for Leo. The World is here. You're going to feel challenged at times, but I feel like so you have a lot of good things that could show up for you. You have spiritual changes. You have, after spiritual changes, maybe wanting to seek a partner or seeing if you could. I see you working with that again. But then I also see you not letting go of career or making yourself look better. So I feel like you're going to try to get in better shape or figure out how to make more money. But I feel like it's career, health, and then love. With spiritual stuff, I feel like you're getting slapped with everything. And I feel like that's something you can't stop the momentum. I'm done. I don't think you can stop the momentum of this. I think it's just going to happen. I'm going to tell you something. I want you to understand that I want you to understand. Don't fear it. Don't fear it at all. Definitely take charge and embrace the shit out of this. Why is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse? It's going to be something where it could feel like, it may be intriguing to take the risk. I feel like when it comes time, you'll know if you should move towards it or not. I feel like you'll know if you should change or if it's worth working with or not. I feel like you're going to transform or figure this part out for yourself. I don't feel like there's much I'm supposed to tell you other than don't focus on being fearful or stress anything out right now. And believe that you're probably going to start communicating with somebody in this year. And I don't think they're going to be very unhealthy for you. I feel like they're going to make you really want to open your heart or be around them. That's your card, the Queen. That's the Queen of Wands, baby. Eight of Pentacles. I think it's going to make you want to build with them, Leo. I feel like you're going to make this decision and take action, Leo. Knight of Wands, you're definitely going to want to play. I'm done. Three of Pentacles. You're going to build with them. I told you. You're going to be all up in that shit. They're going to be all up in your guts kind of energy. I feel like you have the opportunity for that. If you're willing to trust it and not bring with you the things that have upset you of the past, as long as you've let go and cleared the energy of the past. And I do believe the things that hurt you emotionally, I feel like you viewed them for what they are and you've responded. And this spiritual kind of ass whooping you're going to get is going to recognize, I can do this now. I can communicate. The past isn't hindering me. And why have my eyes not been focused on the judgment or the outcome until now? Well, you better manifest this, baby, because I feel like it's a reality that's going to happen for you. Mark my words, for some of you, it's going to happen. And this is just ironically strange. Some of you, it's within 12 to 36 months. I'm going to tell you the actual number I saw, 12 to 38 months. Some of you, it's within this year, or it's within like a little over a 3-year period where you're invested in something or somebody, and they're very, very, very well invested in you. For what? celebrations. We're done. You're done here. We'll go to the other tarot for you, Leo. All right. Wow. Leo, what's really going on, Leo? I like it. I'm actually surprised. You know what's fucking crazy? I was a little nervous to read Leo after some of these other readings. I'm not going to lie. I was like, what the fuck is Leo going to get? Because of what happened for other readings tonight. And then when that happened, I'm like, I didn't fucking see that happening. I was fucking off. But it was because I was trying so hard not to worry about it. You know what I mean? Or put any thought or feeling into what it's going to pop out. I'm just like, I don't want to know. I just need it to be what it's going to be like everything else has been. But I didn't really care for some of the other readings as much as I feel like the person grew either like responsible for their situation or took charge of the situation they needed to handle. I still was like, I'm coming in like a wrecking ball. You know what I mean? That's how it felt. Like I felt like, oh man, people are gonna be clicking off this shit real fast. Kind of is what I was like. Here we go. We're only halfway done. I should shut the hell up. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go, Leo. Not supposed to shuffle like that. Here we go, Leo. Show me what's going on for Leos this year. Straight to the point, Leos. Happiness, Leo. You came flying out upright. Happiness for you. Feel like it's well deserved. Feel like you've cut through things that upset you. Feel like you've had to recognize that if you couldn't get truth and I feel like if you couldn't get truth and clarity behind a situation, you had no choice but to let it leave, let it go. And now it's time to start becoming more of a social person or opening up socially. Nope, it's got to jump. Oh, that jumped. That definitely jumped. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for Leo? Show me something for Leo, please. Show me something for Leo. Okay. What else is here for Leo? Seven of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups. So some of you emotionally are kind of very creative and passionate. I also feel like if you really have a desire or something you want to manifest, it's a good time for you to really open that up. If there's something you're conflicted about or hurt about, I feel like you just got to become aware and move away from that energy, not give it any time or effort. Don't build with it. Don't give it any time. Don't have the fucking monkey on your back kind of energy. No, damn it. Don't. King of Wands reverse. Do not stress about it. Invite the power of change into your life. Cut out all the noise and the nonsense. All right. Show me something else for Leo. The Chariot is reversed. Balance. The King of Cups. Patience. The Two of Pentacles. The Hierophant. The Ace of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups. And the Magician. Some of you guys are going to end up either some of you guys may end up feeling like I can't worry about things that didn't work or that broke down or that didn't show up for me or didn't balance out or make me feel almost like an important energy with that Chariot. The King of Cups and Temperance and Two of Pentacles. I feel like it's not something that you're really. I feel like you're going to acknowledge it and let it go. The faster it comes in, the faster it goes out is what I feel like on your energy. The Two of Pentacles to the Hierophant. I feel like it's like the decision's done, it's made. The Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Eight of Cups. If it doesn't invest in you or you're struggling to make the investments, you're not afraid to walk away from them. And remember that you can figure out whatever your next move needs to be. Show me something else for Leo. Your next move is going to be about focusing on being happy abundantly. Some of you, it's a matter of using that star card and manifesting or believing and talking about how you want to manifest that happiness or the abundance in your life, whether it's love, whether it's finance, whether it's your health. Five of Swords reversed, the Hanged Man upright, and the Ten of Cups. What's going on with the Ten of Cups? Four of Cups to the Page of Wands. This is for the Leo that's been single for a while. Judgment's reversed. Transformations here. If you dealt with a fire sign, it's probably, your answer is probably no. It's probably not coming back together. You probably don't communicate with them very much. If you dealt with a water sign, it looks like you had them on, they had you on their mind a lot, but that came to an ending with the death card. If you dealt with an earth sign, it looks like emotionally the judgment felt like it was going nowhere, whatever that's about. Ace of Cups, clarify the Ace of Cups. I feel like the more love you pour into yourself right now, the more you're going to attract a magnitude or somebody, the more you're going to come off attractive, I feel like, to somebody else. The more you the more work and effort you put into yourself right now. I just feel like that's the key. Seven of Swords. There have been people that you've dealt with, I feel like, in the past that you know you can't deal with or you should not communicate with. This is specifically for you, Leo, because it tells me you don't want to move towards them, or you know that celebration is behind you now. It's something that's not with you. It's become the Six of Cups energy, part of your past. I feel like you're going to have to put a lot of work and effort into the decisions you make going forward. The world you create, the world is reversed. I feel like you're trying to make those decisions or figure them out. The Knight of Swords is in reverse. I feel like you're trying to figure out what's going to work. Where am I going? What am I doing? Kind of energy. Five of Wands. Don't fight it. Just allow things to happen, but don't be afraid to start, making them happen for you. That is going to be important, Leo. Here we go. What is this? A lot of it's about not giving up on things that you really want to see change in your life. The Ten of Pentacles reversed and the Nine of Swords, or being upset about them, or being stuck in your mind about them. Queen of Cups. Leave those emotions, leave those unwanted feelings away, because you have the Six of Wands. I feel like the Six of Wands in reverse is speaking about it's not worth the investment for your imagination or your spiritual growth, and you need to make this decision, Leo. You need to make that decision. Okay, Queen of Wands, you need to make that decision and put out all the work and effort in something, because once you finish doing that, look what comes to you after you do that. Love. I'm done. You're done. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to do Aries in a second. My mouth got dry as shit. I'm not going to lie. Look at my lips. I'm like, whoa. I don't know how you guys watch me. I feel like ridiculous sometimes. Here we go. But I appreciate all y'all watching, liking, subscribing, being patient. Here's a question for y'all before we read Aries. I should have shaved because my like under the chin area is so itchy. Here's a question I have for all of you. What do you like more, when I drink the coffee or drink the Red Bull? What readings do you like more? I think I know the answer, but I want to see what you say. I am focused. Aries will be next. Should have bought cigarettes. Shit. I feel like people are going to say coffee. But maybe they'll say Red Bull. Aries. Here we go. With a lot of sugar. Very sweet. I like my coffee sweet. Just like I like my women. No, that was so dorky. All right. Can we just delete that, please? I need a fucking editor. Like, this is ridiculous. All right, here we go. Aries. Let's do this. All right, Aries. Oh my God. What are you trusting, Aries? What in the hell are you trusting? Something tells me you should be trusting in the investments of an emotional good time. Also letting go of anything that's upset you. And I do feel like this is something that you tried to be patient with or had no choice but to work with. And I do feel like you have cut free of it. I don't, or something about I don't pay it mind. I don't let it throw me off balance. I don't take risks in areas that don't belong to me. But I'm putting a lot of work and investment in my goals and my situations, and cutting free of any situations that I need to not communicate with or work with. I don't want to feel the absorption. Like it's almost like I don't want to feel responsible for situations that emotionally upset me. I do feel like you will be connecting with new people emotionally in 2025, Aries. That investment's definitely going to happen. You're going to start talking to all kinds of different people. I feel like you're going to start being more social in 2025. So if you've been more less social in 2024, or if you started to become social in 2024, 2025 is a whole new ball game for you. Show me something for Aries, please. You have a very, I'll be selective though. Six of Swords reversed, the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and I definitely feel selective energy on you. I do feel like you will embark on, I almost feel like emotional pleasure, wealth, and building up connections. Also be very, very focused on career and money, and not stressing about things that upset you in the past. Something about that Four of Pentacles lets me feel like you're leaving things that upset you in the past. And this is something where I think it's wise for you to trust every part of that. You're not supposed to be upset anymore. You're supposed to focus on everything that's coming towards you and everything that the world has to offer you. Yes, you. And I love that you came flying out like, yes, bitch. You read me right, Leon. You fucking know it. Take care of you, nurture yourself, Aries. And I feel like that's what Aries is doing in 2025. Hell yeah. You've made the decision and you're putting in the work. And I like that. Aries is coming out with a fire. Aries isn't playing around and putting up with any toxic bullshit. They'll talk to a situation, they'll emotionally open up to it, but if it stresses them out, it's then gone. They'll throw it out the window. Trump Towers, see you later. Alligator, they'll move the fuck on. Aries ain't playing. Y'all move the fuck on. You ain't playing. Aries ain't playing. If it can't be worked with, Aries is not going to be emotionally upset. I also feel like they don't want to stress. They just want to learn as much as possible. You also may be focusing on getting more sleep or not letting your anxiety get the best of you throughout 2025. The sun, I feel like happiness is going to be a key motive or focus for you to stay aware of, especially anytime your emotions are trying to get the best of you. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. Anytime you feel like something doesn't feel right, I feel like you need to trust that nature. Emotionally, I think you will. Mentally, I think you're going to catch up with that. The Four of Wands, celebrations or connections are going to move towards you, or you're going to move towards them. It doesn't feel like it's places or people you've already invested in. 10 of Cups reversed, Chariot reversed. It feels like it's brand new energy. Look at this. It feels like you're playing and rushing towards brand new energy. Communication and playing with it. But it feels like it's something totally fucking new. It doesn't feel like anything you've been attached to. It feels like it's something new. It feels like that's what Aries needs and wants right now. This is the energy I'm feeling for Aries. You just got to trust it, have strength in it, and believe in it. If you believe that that's the right position for you, it may just bless you with something you didn't expect or something that you did want. But it's going to take a lot of trust. It's going to take a lot of revealing. Look at the bottom of the card, revealing a lot of the snakes in your energy. I think Aries can do this. I think Aries can do this. Give me something else. I'm going to give you a little bit more for Aries. Here we go. I love coffee and Red Bull. Me too. Anything else for Aries? Straight to the point for Aries. Here we go. Straight to the point for Aries. Communication. I'm done. You're getting communication this year, or you're going to communicate this year. You're definitely communicating this year. Seven of Wands. I feel like communication and being like emotionally, and I almost feel like you need to emotionally invite, not feeling like at a distance with having a good time or opening up and communicating. I feel like this is something you conquer or end up doing. This could be in the late fall into the summer for some of you. This could be like the next 2 or 3 months, or right before something like that. I feel like it's either summertime or in the like I said fall. I meant to say spring. I don't know why I said fall. It feels like spring or summer. I feel like summertime or spring. And look what it could attach. A brand new happiness. Ain't that something? Why is judgment reversed? I feel like you're letting go of the things that didn't work out. I feel like you're Ace of Cups. I feel like you're willing to open up to new love because you've accepted moving away from situations when it was love that didn't feel like it was working out. It wasn't working out. It was more of like a plaything, a hookup, a passive time, passive fluids. I don't fucking know, but that's what it looks like. Here we go. And I feel like it's almost like did you lecture yourself, or did you just identify that you're not going after anything like that? I feel like Aries is like, I'm going to manifest something beautiful that I can trust. Six of Pentacles, that brings in balance and ultimate balance. And I feel like ultimate balance and happiness is the key for you. I feel like that's the key for Aries right now. And I feel like some of you may get lucky this year with finding it. Not everybody will that's an Aries, but some of you will. I feel like some of you will. I get the need to say, when you move towards this, don't rush it. Something about don't rush it, the chariot. Don't like run full steam ahead. Because it might not be the judgment or the outcome you're looking to get. You might put yourself up against the wall. Let it be something that strengthens and brings you that emotional connection and that communication. Take your time. I feel like you need to take your time. And you keep getting this card. And now this card. And now the strength card about wrapping this up. Are you ready to play with that destination? Because I feel like you should be. My zodiac sign, Aries. Here we go. Show me something else for Aries. Show me something else for the zodiac sign of Aries. So did you not want to take risks in the past? Because it's making me feel like, no, you did not want to take risks towards love in the past. Ten of Pentacles, you didn't feel like the investment was solid. Two of Wands, you made up your mind that it wasn't solid. You wanted to open your heart. It caused a little bit of anxiety or anxiousness about the situation, the growth of it. Or I feel like if it was a real solid investment, I'm done. I feel like if it was a real solid investment, for who? For you. All right. Now I think you've become very aware that, and if you're not aware, you just need to have that patience that victory is coming towards you. You got to have that perseverance, that strength, that courage. You've got to move in the direction. You've got to let endings go so new beginnings can start. And you can do what? Start embarking on the communication that's coming. If you're over the hurdle of a relationship or a situation, this message is probably going to come towards you. I'm not saying it's coming in the mailbox, coming tomorrow, can't be ordered on Netflix, none of that shit. But emotionally, I feel like this investment is something that's going to manifest for you. Here we go. And it has a lot to do with the card that I shuffled one time and came out, love. Here we go. Some of you guys may still be on the fence about if you're ready to trust it, or if it's right, or if you're picking the right person, working or building with the right person. I don't feel like you're going to have to worry when this happens. I feel like that part will just fade away. You'll cut that part out because you'll be too creatively passionate and curious about where is this going. Kind of going into it unaware of where you're heading, the Chariot in reverse. Go to the bottom. Two of Wands. When you come to the crossroads, that's going to be up to it's at your discretion, your decision. Oh my Lord. I just want to ask one question. Is Aries ready? Let's see what it says. Is Aries ready for whatever just came out? Is Aries ready for this? Yes, no, maybe so. What do we got? So it tells me when it comes to love and victories, you'll be responsive to it. Some of you are wanting to see the changes erupt. You're just still getting past situations that may have, you may have not. I almost get like I'm almost there. energy. Some of you could feel like you're there now, but I feel like I'm almost there. I don't really stress or look at things that upset me anymore. I'm taking better care of myself. I just got to get out more so I can find that happiness, so I can find that emotional love, that connection. And I can't lie to myself about what's important for me because emotionally I've been missing the fuck out of it, is what it's telling me for you. And I need to put that work and effort in it. And I need to trust every minute of it. That's what I've got for Aries. I like that, Aries. I feel like you're really trying to focus on what means something to you. And the best part is I don't feel like you have a heavy focus in it. I think you just know about this. You feel a certain way about this inside. That's how I feel about your reading. Some of you may also feel like, when am I going to make the time for an investment? Or is the investment the right move? Whatever that's about. I don't know that that's the energy I'm seeing for you. I feel like you got to start somewhere. And communication is probably one of the best places for you to start. Strength, because it can lead to victories. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to tell you, some things may be worth it, even if you may not know if it's worth working towards, because I feel like that's the thing you have to kind of figure out. Am I going to put the work and effort in it like I put the work in everything else? Well, if you really want it to manifest, I would say it's worth it. Okay, that's what I have for Aries. Here we go. Reminder though, take your time. I don't feel like you have to rush anything, Aries. Okay. Water signs. Water signs. Which water sign are we going to do? Which water sign are we going to do? Air signs will be after water. What water signs are going to... What's the first water sign we're going to do? Scorpio. Scorpio it is. What do we have for Scorpio? Here we go. Thank you all for putting your intuitive thought or your guess into the chat. Appreciate it. I need to know what's the deal with that. What do we go? Where are we going here? What are you trying to tell me for Scorpio? This is going to be very, very for you. Like, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. For whoever this part is, whatever. Somebody may have dealt with somebody younger. I feel like a woman dealt with a younger man. Page of Swords reversed. They don't really communicate that much. Or the effort's not there anymore. They're not putting that effort or work into this anymore. Queen of Pentacles. There was an investment at a time, but there's no more communication, or very little now. I feel like there's none. I feel like it's over. Emotionally, I don't feel like it's disrupting you. I feel like you've moved away from this. Clarify anything they need to hear. You're really focusing on manifesting more power or strength over your emotions. Also, you give me a learning nature, like wanting to spiritually learn emotional balance, or finding how to become a little more emotionally. Some of you are going to focus on, well, how can I align myself a little more spiritually? Some of you could be meditation. Some of you, it could be listening to some kind of music. Here we go. Some of you could be trying to have more empowered thoughts. Four of Swords, clarify this. I don't feel like you're wanting things to upset you. I feel like you've gotten to a point in your life where you're like, I can't let things upset me. The Page of Pentacles is reversed with the Knight of Cups. Emotionally, I can't focus on things that I don't have patience for. I got to focus on the judgments and the outcomes that make sense. Go to the bottom. I can't stress about change. I can't stress about change or what didn't align or change with me or grow with me or move with me. I feel like you're accepting this kind of acknowledgement. I feel like you're going to be very focused on your security this year. and not taking any stress or letting anybody habitually come in and try to. I almost get like if they try to take advantage of me, I'll show them the door, or I'll tell them to go away. Like I'll make them part of my past, and I need to trust myself on taking this pursuit or action. You're gonna put a lot of worth and effort into what you're dedicated to, and I think that's a wise decision, by the way. And I feel like it's wise for you to trust it, chariot, and do this, because look what you get. You got the chariot upright with the victory card, and it could make you find a lot of more happiness. It can make a lot less tension in your life. It could bring you that transformation you've been wanting. Six of Pentacles, balance. Emotionally, what's going on? I feel like you're trying to balance out your emotions. You may be trying to learn more about secret love, or knowing more about love spiritually as well. I don't understand why I picked that up. The Magician, the Emperor. I almost feel like you want to be more in tune with your spiritualism so you can try to manifest the right connection in love. Something like that is ringing a bell for me. I feel like all this has been too much. I feel like you've had good communication, but it's always ended up gone, part of your past. And I feel like now you're striving for success with no drama, no stress, no bullshit, and you're learning to figure out how to trust this. I do feel like emotionally, I feel like your spiritual emotions are going to get more, you're going to get like a swing of events with this year. Something with your emotions is going to erupt. And it feels like, I feel like I'm telling you something that's just already made up for you. You may get a proposal towards love too. I'm going to tell you like August, September, something about August or September. Could be even June for some of you. You may get the opportunity you might get the opportunity to play with something that could bring happiness. Some of you guys may not even want to deal with that. Like when it comes around, it's making me feel like, what? You have King of Swords reverse, Eight of Pentacles. Like you're too busy to emotionally give it away. It almost feels like you don't feel like they're the match made in heaven or the right thing for you. I don't feel like it causes you anxiety or emotional, like, I don't feel like you're emotionally out of balance with this. I feel like it just doesn't feel like it's connecting with you, or you don't feel any love or attachment towards it. I feel like eventually you'll find what you're looking for in that direction. You're more about wanting to learn and not be stuck about becoming aware of what's in front of you or what's worth fighting for right now. Scorpio is like very, very independent energy, like, and spiritually and emotionally connecting to themselves more, aligning more with themselves to teach themselves more on their own, whether you tell people or not. Try new things, maybe spiritually. Try to push your boundaries is what I would recommend for you, Scorpio. As long as it doesn't scare you, it can't hurt. But if you're nervous about it, just start slow or start with what you're comfortable with. That would be my advice. Anything else for Scorpio? Anything else for Scorpio? Oops, shouldn't have done that. Anything else for Scorpio? What do we got for Scorpio? Straight to the point. You're going to have a really keen or very awareness about what emotionally you need to focus on in 2025. For some of you, it doesn't seem so dedicated to like a lover or a lust situation. It feels more like you're more attached to figuring yourself or identifying more about yourself. Some of you may want to learn more about the cosmic energy or how it works. Here we go. You're going to stay focused on work. You're going to keep some people at a distance that I don't think they were able to cause physical harm. It doesn't show me any physical badness, but they were untrustworthy. You're going to keep that behind you. You're not going to let them come around. You won't communicate with them. You will not move towards them. Go to the bottom. It's not worth your burden. 7 of Cups, clarify this. And then you're going to go through an emotional transformation this year. Like a very, very powerful. I feel like you're going to go through a very, very powerful emotional transformation that teaches you a lot. I don't know what exactly this is going to be for you, but I feel like this is your card. I feel like you are going to enter this phase of your life. I'm just going to tell you one card. Trust it. Trust the process. Because it's something that I feel like is meant to happen. I feel like it's gonna happen. It's gonna work. I feel like you're gonna be figuring things out for yourself emotionally. You're also gonna be a big support system. You might have a lot of emotional and high respect or knowledge to give to other people. I don't know how much you're gonna focus on. I feel like you will help some, but I feel like you're really gonna be looking inward towards yourself. Huh. Show me something else. Scorpio. Money, health, communicating what you want, not being emotionally upset, being strong about things that didn't work out. 8 of Pentacles. I'm done. You're going to be strong about you have the Strength card before. You'll be strong about things that didn't work out. You definitely will. Even if it was hard to be patient with them, I feel like Scorpio's made that decision. I feel like you're honoring that balance. Doesn't mean things aren't going to change or start to build momentum. It just makes me feel like they took a while for you to get like a huge, like a big result. Keep putting the effort. I think I said this to you recently. Keep putting that fucking effort forward because I feel like it does want to show up or manifest for you. Don't stress about how long it takes or where is it. Trust that that it's already yours and then it can be your happiness. You also have the 3 of Cups. I need to know why. Why is the 3 of Cups here? You may become aware of another sign, whether it's a water, fire, definitely water, fire sign. It could be a water, fire sign, any other sign that needs to show up. Air sign. It could be a water, fire, air sign that wants to move towards you emotionally. I don't know if that's going to be the right thing. They may try to communicate. I feel like you're going to be too busy with work. And I think you're going to have already moved away from this energy. Knight of Swords reversed. I don't feel like Eight of Wands reversed. I don't feel like Knight of Wands reversed. I don't feel like you're going to play with it. I feel like you're going to feel like you've went too far and too much time has passed and you're on a different plan. You're trying to be something different or I feel like you've went too far and you're going to cut free of that person. You're going to acknowledge I've learned too much and I can do things on my own. And we don't see the same values that we could have or we did at one time. Something like that's going to really be an eye-opener for you this year. Anything else? That person could be fighting for balance and emotional support and not trying to be upset of never getting it in his life, by the way. Could look at you as somebody who's a boss or acts like a boss or just is very quick and precise with action or knowing what they want. Don't stress about anything and emotionally. If anything comes at you toxic, I want you just to let it go. Let it go. The Wheel of Fortune, let it end. Don't give it any time in your investment. If something is hindered, let it be hindered. No emotional support. Keep it at bay or a distance. 3 of Swords reversed makes me feel like you're not supposed to be upset by this. The Empress reversed. Why stress about a situation? You might be able to look at it, but you may have to trust to let it go and not let it upset you. And emotionally, I think you wanted to help the situation, but I feel like you recognized I can't fix the past of a road that I'm not supposed to go down. That change has to come on its own so that person can find their celebration or move out of that rut. That's what I've got for Scorpio. Wow. All right. Let's keep going. Here we go. Welcome in, everybody. Please remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you like the content. We're going to do Pisces next. Pisces next. All right. Straight to the point for Pisces. Straight to the point for Pisces. Pisces is becoming aware that they need to put a lot of forward effort into finding a true lover. This is something I feel like that emotionally they invest in, or they are emotionally attached to. Some of you may have felt like emotionally you had to let go of an individual so you could put the emotional, so you didn't feel emotionally suppressed by the way a situation was dealt, or the way it went down, whatever that's about. That's for somebody who that you dealt with somebody that came in and out of your life like fast. Whoever that was for, we're done. Here we go. A couple more shuffles for you. Could have been a Sagittarius or an Aries. Could have been a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Here we go. Let's go. Celebrations. It's a celebration. Wow, that was fast. Emotions. So I get a weird energy here. I get an energy where I almost get an energy where you want to see happiness form, but even though I don't feel like you're not ready for it, I just get this. I don't see it coming towards me. I don't see them finding the road. Energy around you. The wheel, did they get lost? like that's how I feel like you feel. Like, where the fuck is this person? Here we go. What the fuck is that? You may have had to have an ending with a water sign, fire sign, or an earth sign. It looks more or less like water or fire, but the world makes me feel like you had to move on. You had to take care of yourself and accept and embrace the change. Dear Pisces, I feel like you had to fill your own cup and trust your own identity and your own love, and you recognize something you couldn't work with or get stuck with anymore. I feel like your security became honoring your own emotions and your own love, support for you. I feel like the King of Swords, this person could have been, like I said, could have been a fire sign, water sign, maybe air sign, but fire, water sign, maybe air, maybe earth, whatever sign they were. I feel like there was communication. I feel like there was a little bit of a connection, but I feel like eventually you strengthen the situation and recognize this ain't working for me. And I need to trust this. I need to be the boss of a situation. I don't know if it's, you might have gandered. Should I trust it? Should I work with it? Went back and forth with that energy. Should I end it to start it over again? I feel like some of you might have felt that way. Not all of you. Some of you accepted the ending because you knew you deserved better beginnings. I really like how I said that, because I can feel that some of these Pisces people went through different shit, completely different shit. Here we go. Not that it's shit. I'm sorry I keep calling it shit, but you know what I'm saying. The Queen of Swords, somebody cut somebody out. You might have had to cut somebody out that tried to truck back towards you. Knight of Wands, reversed. I feel like you wanted to play with it. I do feel like you did feel connected to this person. The Fool, though, reversed, and I feel like you became aware that I can't be connected to a situation that doesn't really respect or show me enough appreciation or love. Something about the lack of love or effort. I feel like you weren't blindfolded to seeing through it. I don't feel like you became blindfolded. I feel like the hardest part was accepting that I have to let it go, or it wasn't worth the baggage, the problems. It wasn't worth me not being happy or moving towards something that eventually I'm not going to be happy with. It might have been the hardest part to identify for some of you Pisces. Five of Wands. I feel like you felt conflicted. You might have felt either conflicted, and if you didn't feel conflict, some of you, if you didn't feel conflicted, you might have felt like they weren't fighting. They weren't in your corner enough, or fighting for your direction, or showing you enough momentum towards you. it gave you this, like, I need to trust and figure out what's going on. You wanted, I get this, I wanted answers about a fucking situation, and I want them now kind of energy. And it does feel like that came from you. Did you eventually feel like you popped the weasel got popped here? I feel like you figured this out. I feel like you started to really put higher respect into yourself, maybe your family, yourself or your family situations. I feel like that became the noble and like the honor, the hierarchy of this situation. Show me something else. It might have emotionally upset you or thrown you off balance, stressed you out for a little while. You might have felt like you were in love with somebody until you learned there's no growth here. Two of Pentacles, the Balance card, the Three of Swords, Nine of Cups. Definitely could have been a water or fire sign, by the way. Maybe an air sign, like I said. I just don't feel like if you move towards it, it would have been something that kept you happy for very long. I feel like the patience or the deception would have been what these cards together are ugly. Let me just, I'm not even going to really have to explain that, because you know what this brings you? It brings you that shit. The Ten of Swords energy. Ugly, ugly, ugly. And I feel like that wasn't what you were emotionally supposed to attract. And this is why it got taken away from you or left behind. Holy shit. Or left behind, Pisces. It's why it ended or it was removed from you. So you didn't feel like you were down on your knees, down in the dumps, or going towards something that didn't really care for you the way it should, that lusted over you, that communicated when it felt like it needed to, but also made you wonder, where else is it going? Or why isn't it over here? What else is it investing in? That might have happened to you. I feel like you started to recognize, you stopped wanting to think about it, started recognizing emotionally, this is too much. Some of you could have been an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could have been a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Star card, and the Page of Swords. I feel like you knew you couldn't manifest the communication or an emotional commitment to a situation. I feel like you started to recognize, I need to invest more in me. Some of you makes me feel like you need to invest in family, or you're going to start investing, either trying to invest in family or creating more abundance in your life, because that is what I feel like Pisces is right now. Okay. You know why I said the abundance part? Because I didn't see a lot of money like attack a situation. I didn't see a lot of abundance energy jump out. It felt more explaining a scenario that you either got away from something because it just felt like it wasn't paying you any attention, and I didn't have much to read for you because it didn't pay you any attention, so you moved on. But if you paid it attention, or it came around when it wanted to, it made you back and forth on what to do. Here we go. Almost did the wrong shuffle. We're not doing that, Pisces. Let's go. Here we go. What else we got for Pisces? Eight of Swords reversed. It's a good sign. It's a very good sign. Good. What is this? You moved on. You stopped letting it mentally frustrate you. I love it. And you started recognizing, why the fuck am I going to invest in something that isn't investing in me? That is power. That is taking your power back. And Pisces, I feel like that's what you're doing. And I feel like you're starting to recognize, I need to put investment in my own shit, my own life. Not worry about somebody else that's trying to make me feel like I think something good's going to happen. And then I'm like, hello, where did you go? Are we playing hide and seek? You know what I mean? Like where are you? But you can't find them. There is no seeking. And there is no hiding. They're just not there. Whatever. I feel like you're gonna need to be I don't mean to tell you how to be. And I feel like I'm gonna need to say this, and I don't mean to upset a Pisces out there. I hope you don't take it the wrong way, but I'm gonna say what I need to say. I feel like you need to get ready or try to get available for new social movement. I feel like that's going to be that's going to be the work and effort for you 2025. The engagement, the celebrations, allowing the changes to come towards you, or you making the decisions to do this, Pisces. Don't worry about what hurt you, what lied to you, what you tried to invest in, what emotionally upset you, mentally frustrated you. F that bullshit. Don't worry about that. I want you to trust, seeking after passion. and not stressing about the things that didn't work out. I want you to focus on the things that can work out, because look what happens when you do that. Love comes into your life, a strong connection. You start to see things clearly, and somebody starts to value you for who you are. And, you know, it's how babies are made. Kind of like that. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm definitely saying invest in yourself. And if you don't want to make babies, don't make babies. If you want to make babies, make a lot of fucking babies. I don't know, but invest in yourself, Pisces, all right? Stay on that. Because right now, love, I don't feel like that's going to be the focus. I'm so happy that this showed up like that. Love and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Does it look like it's supposed to be the focus at this time? No, you're supposed to be the focus. Love isn't going to produce the victories. You putting the work and effort into the things that are good for you are going to produce that inner happiness. That's where Pisces is and what you have to fight for. This is what I believe and feel for you right now. And don't struggle about making the decision, and make sure you keep somebody out in the cold that wasn't communicating properly with you. Knight of Swords reverse, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands. Somebody wasn't giving you communication or being there for you. Don't be there for somebody that's not there for you. You know what I mean? Cut them out. Ace of Swords reversed. I feel like you've learned your lessons. I don't feel like you're emotionally attached to it. It may have thrown you a little out of balance, but I feel like you're recognizing, I don't need to feel that way. And I'm aware that I can have more, or I deserve more now. I feel like you're very, very aware of this. I feel like a lot of what strengthened you is letting it go, recognizing it wasn't true love, or it wasn't going to stick around or make you happy, and that you can manifest something else that will make you happy. Why is the Hanged Man here and the Emperor and the Queen of Wands? It tells me emotionally you may have stressed about a man, or hung into the, some of you. This is going to be very specific to the person that really didn't want to let a person go. Somebody wanted to see the happy home, the family. I don't feel like it would have made you, that investment would have made you feel like it was the right investment. I feel like the communication would have had a little bit of strength at times, but let's see where this goes. I feel like when it comes to balance, let's see what happens. I feel like emotionally, something's falling off. Somebody's getting upset. Somebody's not feeling emotionally supported. Somebody's unhappy. That's what I think would have happened. And I feel like you didn't have to experience all of that. And the best part is it didn't mentally fuck you up, because eventually it may have. Look at this, the Four of Swords and the Devil. Eventually it may have mentally fucked with your head too much and caused too much trauma or pain that you didn't fucking need. All right, that's what I see for Pisces. Okay. Is this reading like too much? I feel like this reading's too much. I do feel like this reading's too much. I feel like I'm going too deep. Is there, like, how are y'all feeling about this right now? Because I feel a little funny about it, and I'm trying not to. I'm gonna wait a minute. I'm gonna turn my heat on. Whew. I feel like it's getting a little too I don't know. So I'll wait and see what y'all say. I am definitely lighting a cigarette. I feel like I need a kumbaya or some shit. I don't even know who's next. I read who. We started with what? Scorpio, Pisces. Now we got Cancer. I hope it's not too much for y'all. I kind of feel like it's too much. I really do. I feel like it's just too much. And I don't know if I like that. Shit. Stop thinking that. Stop worrying about it. Just read. Here we go. Cancer in a minute. Oh my Lord. Cancer in the house. It was Taurus I mentioned now, which I was wondering, and if you're right, I'm a Taurus moon and rising, so I'm like, I'd be goddamned if it was Taurus. When I was listening to that owl hoot with like a dick in its throat earlier tonight, at least that's what it sounded like. A golf ball or some shit was lodged up in its throat. Let's go. Cancer. Chariot. I feel like you're done with anything that upsets you. I feel like you are very, very aware and in tune with how you feel about that. You have the Chariot in reverse next to the Devil in reverse. That makes me feel like you're not allowing anything to touch your inner peace right now. I feel like you've recognized this. I feel like you've become extremely aware of this. At some point in your life, I feel like it made you feel vulnerable, or it might have hurt. It might have been hard to let go of, but I feel like you've done this. I feel like there was something that wasn't coming together or showing like sturdy stability or connection. It just wasn't happening, and I feel like you overcame this battle. You cut free of something that I feel like upsets you, maybe dishonest energy around you. I feel like you came to terms with not letting it get the best of you. Some of you, you're a mother, definitely a mother. Some of you, it was a mom situation with a kid. Some of you, it was a love situation. Four of Swords reversed. I feel like you contemplated. You felt like you wanted to take risks, but I feel like there were no risks taking. I don't feel like you or the other person took the gamble or the risks to move towards the situation. I feel like it absorbed like an awkward balance, or feeling awkward about trying to balance it out for too long. And I feel like now you're past this. I don't feel like this is something that upsets you or holds you back anymore. Cancer. Good. That part I really like. Some of you, not all of you, some of you would have liked to make the communication happen and bring the balance in. While others of you may have had to trust, I have to do things in my own way, or go for my own direction. I have to fill my own goals, my own life, my own prophecy, something like that. I can't be emotionally scarred or damaged by a situation any longer. I have to accept this decision, and I have to fight for me. I'm done. Look at this. You've learned I have to fight for me. Me. I can't fight for things that aren't fighting for me. I've got to fight for the direction that I know how to fight for. Even if emotionally it hurt like a motherfucker. The Page of Pentacles, the World. Felt like an ending that didn't belong to some of you. Some of you felt like it was never going to come around, is what it's telling me. Or you may feel like you're never going to come around to it. The Queen of Cups, the Six of Cups. Just because you're missing it or it's missing you, it doesn't mean it doesn't think or want to connect with you. Whether you fixed it or not, I feel like the universe wants me to tell you it can still be fixed. I feel like the message is there can still be harmony. Strength and Five of Wands. There can be less conflict, more integrity with hanging in letting go of not getting what you wanted, or seeing growth happen still. Believing things can work, or communication can happen. Some of you, the communication isn't healthy and you need to stay away. That's the other message here. Definitely. Some of you need to trust knowing you can't commit to something and it's unhealthy or dangerous. Not good. Ungood. Not good. Don't work with it. While others of you, you've never let go of how you cared about a situation. That emotional situation hurt. Was very hard to walk away from. The Page of Cups and the Sun. But you're not letting it hurt you anymore. You're allowing to recognize, I can't be emotionally burdened anymore. I can't feel defeated anymore. I got to work on my goals. I got to experience life. I can't lay in bed and be upset about a situation. Eight of Swords. I can't be upset. Sometimes it's making the hard decision that's the right decision. I feel like you went through this, Cancer. We're going to go to the other cards for you. Okay. Here we go. Cancer. Straight to the point for Cancer. Just one, because I know there's one in there that's not liking that shuffle. I feel like you're coming to terms with wanting balance, wanting to trust. What are you wanting to do? You're going to have to give me some clarification on this. Clarify the card in the middle, please. They don't want to go in. They don't have to. Not being stressed. You could be the mom. You could definitely be the mother of the older person or the more mature person in the situation, and not letting it emotionally drain you. There's a heartbreak here. There's a separation here. Whether you're the younger, the older person, to me, it's nor here nor there. But somebody just feels like I wasn't getting the trust or the balance in the situation. I almost get the energy like you knew what you wanted to achieve. It just never showed up, or you guys never kind of made it work. Give me something here. Cancer. Straight to the point. Show me why. I almost feel like you had to emotionally withdraw, mentally and emotionally withdraw from a situation that just felt like it was taking too much out of you. I'm just going to say it. It feels like the Nine of Wands, it was beating the fuck out of you. And you, Wheel of Fortune was you knowing you had to move on. You had to take care of yourself. Because at the end of the day, it was just too painful. You learned that even if I don't have this victory, I can trust that emotionally it's not going to hold me back. I can be strong. I can move forward. I can open up emotionally. It may not be now that I get to build what I want to see or get the communication I'm looking for. It may not even feel like it's ever going to happen, or I may not feel like it's going to happen. But I feel like everything that's happened in the dark will get revealed. Whoever needs to hear that. I feel like there are other people in the fucking business. And I feel like that decision kind of slowed down the movement with you guys aligning. I feel like that slowed down the happiness or the effort to have truth and clarity between two people, or to try to work something out. And I don't feel like it's something that anybody wants to hold on for too long, or emotionally it just became too fucking much. It definitely could be the mom, or it could be somebody very close to you, or the daughter, or some shit like that. The Tower. Change will probably happen as soon as the communication starts, but you're going to need to be a little more patient, have a little more patience before you see that communication happen. I'm done. You're definitely getting communication. These two women will speak again. And something tells me a man or a woman got in the way of the bullshit. Because it starts with King of Swords, Temperance, woman, Queen of Swords. There's a man that added to the problem, or a woman that added to the problem between two women. Some shit like that. Maybe two women fought over a man. I don't know. But that's what it's telling me. But somebody felt like they were left out with the cold. Somebody also felt like they were treated unfairly. And it was just emotionally too much. And I feel like you've been trying to manifest a stronger stability, hope, and not letting it be a burden or upset you anymore. Wanting balance, accepting the lack of communication, or having what you want transform into what you were hoping to see, the connection. Okay, that's what I have for Cancer. Okay. Should I give Cancer a little bit more? I think so. Here we go. Anything else for Cancer? Anything else for Cancer, please? Balance. Work ethic. I don't feel like you want to manifest anything that's going to keep you stuck. And anything that emotionally meant a lot to you, or you wanted to follow up through, anything you really cared about, I feel like there's going to be a message here. I feel like you're learning not to stress about it. I feel like emotionally you had to let that go. I feel like it hurt like a motherfucker, though. But I feel like you knew this was the right action for you. And you're still awaiting the changes to build. This is what I see for Cancer. Just trust the process, because they can happen. Things can change, and I feel like you need to hear that. You can get that happiness even if it's not there yet, or the communication hasn't happened yet. Just be patient and trust that that communication's coming. This is what I have for you, Cancer. Okay. Wow. I'm kind of excited if it's like a healthy situation that needs to be fixed for whoever that's for. But if it's something that's very unhealthy, I highly recommend you do not entertain it. Okay? You'll know your story. All right. All right. Gemini. Here we go. Gemini. What's really going on, Gemini? Let's see what we get for Gemini. change is probably going to come towards you. You may see changes around. You may see change. I just get changes around business or people leaving the business or getting let go in the business, something like that. I feel like people aren't doing all the work they're supposed to do in the business and it gets exposed. Whatever. I feel like that change is going to happen. I feel like that's coming towards you. I feel like Gemini is going to sit back and watch it happen. And you know what's crazy? Your card is right here. Well, let's see what you get. You came flying out. The Lover's reversed. You may have been having some naughty thoughts, Gemini. You naughty girl. You naughty boy. All right. May have been having some crazy thoughts there, Gemini. What's going on in your head there, Gemini? The Hanged Man. I'm all for your reading already. Here we go. Wanting to move towards excitement. Wanting to see balance come towards your life. Also wanting to learn more. I feel like you've been trying to tap in more spiritually or understand more things spiritually and manifest more in that direction. Some of you also may feel like there was somebody you couldn't connect with. Could have been another air sign, by the way. The Knight of Pentacles reversed feels like you couldn't invest in this person or they didn't invest in you, or they come off very negative. I have a negative energy on that with those two cards. Here we go. Need I say more? Toxic. The Devil. Could have been a man. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Just putting it out there. Here we go, Gemini. What do we got for you? You're going to focus on abundance, or abundance is coming your way. Four of Pentacles. I feel like abundance is going to be a very, very... I feel like you're going to really try to focus on making your life feel more abundant in many different directions. I feel like this came flying out near the Eight of Wands. I feel like you're going to chase abundance this year. So you're going to be searching to learn more, to feel more abundant or more secure with either money. Also, you're going to try to, I feel like you're going to try to entertain love or learning what's bothering you in love or how to react to situations that hurt you in love. Whatever, let's go. I don't feel like you're going to let things emotionally trigger you with things you've dealt with. Could be a specific, like it could be specific people that I feel like if they upset you, you're just going to be like, meh, fuck you. Kind of like Gemini, I don't care. Like emotionless to it. The Queen of Pentacles, I don't feel like you stress about it. I feel like you focus on happiness. I feel like you're going to focus on growth. Anytime you get emotional, I feel like it's going to be because you want to feel the connection of a lover. With the Eight of Cups and this, I feel like some of you also wonder what's going to happen in the future with love or the strength or moving towards it. I feel like this is something you think about a lot emotionally. You may not speak about it, but I feel like it runs through you, runs through your fucking veins. Here we go. Some of you are wondering if you should take the risk in a situation or move on from it. You may keep that as a secret, whoever that's for. I feel like you know this. I feel like that eye is your secret about it, or how you emotionally are attached to what you feel, what you see, what you identify with. Some of you will find true happiness and love. Others of you will have people that are curious or want to see if they can get to you. Some of you you're going to have people that are interested in you. This blatantly tells me Seven of Cups, Four of Pentacles. You're going to have people that want to see if you'll move towards them. The Wheel, I feel like they want to see if you'll move towards them. Emotionally, what's going on? You may be having times where things feel like they aren't working out, but then you keep putting in more work and recognizing, well, if that doesn't work, I'll figure another way or find another way to balance it. Maybe hard to have patience. Emotionally, I feel like when it comes to growth or judgments that don't work out or mentally upset you, I feel like you're not going to get stuck playing with them for very long. I feel like when you get these burdens, you're going to make a decision to say, you know what, I'm not going to get stuck or upset, and I have to have truth and clarity about knowing this. I need to focus on my worth, my victories, my happiness, everything that belongs to me. And I need this transformation, and I want this transformation, and I'm going to get this transformation, is the energy I feel like you're coming out of the table with. The Ten of Cups, I don't feel like anything emotionally that hurts you is going to slow down this momentum. feel like this is going to become yours regardless. And I feel like you're going to get balanced with it. And it's probably because you deserve it. Okay? I feel like you deserve it, and that's the direction you're moving towards. Some of you may have dealt with a situation where it felt lusty or toxic. I feel like you became aware that it was unhealthy. I feel like you became aware that it was wrong, or that there was too many people there was too much emotional support in an investment that's no longer being invested in. You may have cut free of this energy. The Knight of Swords is you rushing towards, I feel like, letting go of being upset or feeling like I need to stress about the changes. I just need to focus on what I want. Emotionally, I'm trying to adapt to finding out spiritually what I connect with or what's meant for me. How can I get the answers? What I feel like is coming off of you. The Ace of Wands reversed with a Magician, the Empress. You may also feel like I don't know if I should be listening or not listening to situations, or I challenge it all the time and I struggle to understand if I should cut free of that, or like is that the right answer, or should I be communicating and working with it? You may be having that back and forth momentum with what you're feeling. Some of you may be towards a relationship or spiritualism. Could be a little bit of a you could be tying the knot with both of them, or trying to connect the dots with the two of them together, or trying to figure your way out of why you feel this way. I'm done. Next, let's go to the other tarot for Gemini. Here we go. Oh, we almost did that crazy shuffle. I feel like you had to stop talking to either a Libra, or you didn't enjoy talking to a Libra, a Capricorn, could have been a Gemini, could have been Aquarius, could have been a Taurus, could have been a Virgo, something like that. You had to cut free of something. You had to end something. You had to become stronger. You had to recognize your resilience or your strength and say goodbye to something unhealthy. I feel like you know this. I feel like emotionally you recognized it had to end or wasn't good. I feel like you had to trust it. I feel like you knew you were the better, and the best investment is yourself right now. And I feel like this is something you got to stay on par with for a while. Don't leave your emotions down. Don't stay down in the dumps with your emotions, if anything, because I feel like your emotions is something you're going to have to really work through. I feel like you saw through the deception of a situation or somebody did around you. Seven of Swords reversed. There's some kind of conflict, emotion. Somebody was feeling like they needed to go towards something because it was making them feel like it was giving them something, when really it was giving them more pain. I feel like whether they identify with this or not, it's like they may be afraid to. They may be scared to understand it or recognize it. What's going on here? I feel like if you try to manifest anything, manifest less stress right now and more abundant energy, more happiness in your life and balance. But like this is the passion that you're yearning for. I also feel like you want to take action. It's probably going to show up with love. Ta-da! Here we go. Gemini. Trust it and build it. Put that work and effort in, Gemini. And I feel like it's time. I feel like the investment is good for you. I feel like you just need to find it. If you haven't found it, keep looking for it. You got to keep trying, because what you're looking for is waiting for you and waiting for the communication. Some of you like, what fucking communication? Everybody just wants to have sex. I don't like them, or it never works out. Don't think like that. Be patient. Even if things haven't worked out, believe things can work out and you can find the happiness you deserve. And don't put any stress on your back while you do this. Relief, take a break. Release anything that upsets you. Don't carry it with you. You're not meant to carry that with you. Not anymore. You're meant to release it. Have it end so you can start over. The Death card. This is the reading I have for Gemini. Anything else for Gemini? If you do this, you will become very aware that victories are probably going to come towards you. This is the Gemini reading I'm leaving you with. Okay. Uh-oh. Did I upset somebody? Somebody got blocked. I'm going to peek in on the message because I can. Oh, I think it was a mistake. Joanne's pretty nice. Here we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's keep rolling. Whoops. Here we go. Aquarius. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for smashing the like button. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you all. I mean that. Aquarius. You always, I don't know why your cards always like to just jump. I think you're ready to manifest powerful changes. I think emotionally, this is something you'd like to see happen. Some of you may have felt like the balance of it or the lack of communication has been the issue. So if you're single, you may have felt like, been alone for a while. I haven't been chasing, or working with building or moving towards emotional stuff. Four of Cups, I've been putting it down when I need to put the work towards it. You're probably a woman. You could have brown hair. Yep. Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. I feel like don't forget about the things that you've had in the past that you really were attached to. I feel like you've released these or let them go. And I feel like it's time for them to come back around. I feel like you're supposed to fight for them. I feel like the past may have hurt you for a little while, but you've moved on from that. Just because you might have had to stop communication with somebody, or they didn't show you true love, or you moved on from a situation, you felt like, what am I doing playing with this dance? Doesn't mean you don't have to trust having a celebration or finding something that's going to make you happy. You might have to be patient to see the growth of this, but I do believe it can happen. I do believe it can happen. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? I do believe, look at this. You can get this. Two of Cups and you. I do believe you can get this, even if it feels like you're not moving towards it right now. I feel like you have to have that strength, that endurance to know you deserve the happiness. I don't feel like emotionally it's been showing up at your door, showing up at your job, showing up at the mailbox. I feel like you've learned, what, if it's not there or balancing or not showing up for me, I'm not going to, run after it. It's not so much I'm telling you to run after it, but I want you to be open to it. I want you to know it's still on the table. It's still something you can secure. It's still security you can have. That also makes me feel like things may have been hard. I get this energy where if you had a hard time with career in the past, 2025, that may change. Or if it's gotten better, it's going to stay good for a while. Here we go. Anything else? I feel like it's time to start celebrating towards letting go of the things that emotionally upset you and rushing towards the things that have not yet been figured out. The Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you need to do this. And I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is you knowing that you need to be aware to honor it. I feel like you've let it go for too long, or you've focused on other things. I feel like you've cut away from things that make you feel passionate or excited about. And I feel like this is kind of giving you an energy that you need to run from, get away from. I think you need to put that energy in the cold. Put it down, kind of. Don't get stuck in that energy. I don't feel like you have to get worried about lust or where the love's going. I feel like you just have to trust, believing it's available, that it can be established. You're very back and forth with if you would want to approach it or let it near you, is what it tells me. This may not be everybody's reading. Some of you are willing to take the risk, while others of you are very unsure if you could trust moving in that direction or if it's worthwhile. I feel like if you go after balance, you let go of the headaches, the judgments, you make the decision, you stop overthinking the situation, you don't lie about how you feel, you can have the Ten of Pentacles. You won't have a broken heart. You won't feel like you found an empty soul. You feel like you can move on and build with somebody. And I feel like it starts with you. I feel like you haven't been in communication with somebody for a while. And I feel like it's time to transform that energy so you can have the victory you deserve. Because if you do that, you'll probably get truth and clarity and happiness with it. Okay? That's what I see for Aquarius. We're going to give you the other deck. I hope so, Casey. I hope they are. I happen to read your comment. I hope they're making sense to a lot of people out there, or do throughout the next 48 hours or longer, or whenever they see the video. Here we go. That was the plan. Let's do this. Can't shuffle. I gotta remember. Here we go. Aquarius. Nine of Wands reversed, 10 of Pentacles. You could be pouring a lot of emotions and time and effort into stability. You could have been upset about a man. I don't feel like you are anymore. I bet you're not. Nope, 3 of Cups. You could have felt like you didn't know if the person stepped out or what the fuck they were up to. You could have felt like you needed to kind of just let it go. I also feel like you didn't want to be upset. And here's your card, Star card upright. Show me something for you. You probably had to make the decision. When it came to your thoughts or came to things that upset you, to go after your own value. Anytime you got emotionally upset, to drop the emotions, to not pay it any attention, to not pay it any passion anymore. The Hierophant, I feel like you learned and you had to trust your response and focus on building yourself up and not lying to yourself about a situation that emotionally you were thinking could have worked out. I feel like you thought something could have worked out until you recognized it wasn't working out. Knight of Swords reversed. I almost feel like you didn't know what they were up to, and this upset you. 3 of Wands, so it made it easy to move on. Queen of Swords, cut the cord, not speak to them. Queen of Swords is reversed. Ace of Cups, not pour into a cup that's not pouring love into you. Wheel of Fortune, maybe endings. I also feel like you didn't want to be stressed emotionally about it. You might have been curious about what they were investing in or moving towards. I feel like emotionally you finally said, you know what, I don't need to worry about that because I can always just go back to investing in what I started in investing in, and that's myself or my own situations, my own, whether you invest in yourself, your family, something of the sort, and trusting that that's the narrative I need to chase. I'm not going to worry about whether they're being honest or deceptive. I'm not going to worry about that. I don't have to. And I don't have to rent that space in my mind. I feel like you became strong enough to recognize this. But I also feel like it kind of stopped you from spinning the wheel or, venturing out to the next love situation. And I don't feel like that was fair to you. And I feel like you're very aware of that. And I feel like it's time to transform that energy and move towards something else. Just because you had to leave something behind that might have upset you or made you kind of wonder emotionally, what the fuck are they doing? Or are they stuck on somebody else? Like we communicate, but it's very small communication. I feel like it might have irked your patience, or you might have felt like it was just too much to carry, too much of a burden, or lack of interest towards you. Something like that is what rings a bell. So you might have put time towards career and home. I feel like you're supposed to still look for the fortune or the balance. I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. I feel like you've held back communicating towards something you would love to have. I feel like that's what you should be fighting for in 2025. That's what I have for Aquarius. I'm hoping these are making sense. Okay, we're on the last zodiac sign, Libra. I'm glad that you've all patiently made it this far. Appreciate all your energy. I might have a heart attack. Just reading like this is crazy. This one's kind of like, whoa. If I knew it was gonna be like this, I would have went to sleep. I would put on Netflix and chilled. No, I'm glad I'm here. I just feel like the messages are very like, how you doing? Hello, it's me. Oh my God. Here we go. Let's go, Libra. Let's do this. I'm really wanting to smoke that cigarette. I've been trying so hard not to. I don't want to trigger people. Like, I think that's what's bothering me is I don't want to be the guy where it's like, that's what they think I'm out here to do. Like, I feel guilty or wrong. Maybe it's just because I care, or it just feels weird up here right now, like all in my chest, and I'm not liking it. I'm trying to pretend like it ain't bothering me. It's bothering me. All right, here we go. Libra. Libra. Straight to the point for you. What do we have for Libra? Somebody could be letting go of the past, trying to start building somewhere else. An end, it makes me feel like an end of a relationship. Could be a guy who is no longer invested in the home or doesn't show a huge commitment to or sacrifice to children or grandchildren, something of the sort. Might show a lot of stability in their finances or be all stuck on money situations. That's what they focus on. Emotionally, they may not know how to win or get victories. I feel like this is the strength they have to figure out. I feel like I'm reading the energy around you, by the way, Libra. Death. They may need to go through like a rebirth, transformation. The Knight of Pentacles. I feel like they need to put the work into that. They also may feel like you may have felt like you couldn't trust them. You may have felt like you couldn't trust them or they felt that way towards you. What happened with communication? I feel like it was something that there's communication that needed to be established, but I don't feel like it went all the distance. You have the King of Pentacles and the Page. It didn't. I'm done. It didn't go all the distance. The communication was non-existent, didn't exist enough. There's something about it just didn't happen like it was supposed to. I'm like, the communication didn't go. And then this comes out like, yeah, like it, come on now. It was left in the cold. Five of Pentacles. It's definitely left behind. There wasn't enough communication. And I feel like that's what sacrificed an open heart or definitely open heart or feelings or moving or investing in it or trying to work it out. It made things too hard. It made somebody acknowledge this person doesn't fight for me or I don't fight for it. They might have been focused on one thing, work. I feel like the work became the priority over love and communication. I also feel like somebody may have been not in the best positive mindset. I get somebody had not the positive mindset. Whoever, I'm done. Oh my fucking God. Look what came. Did not have a positive mindset. The devil. Negative mindset. Doesn't mean it was you. Could be the other person, but they could have viewed you this way. I don't know what to tell you with that. It's why the lack of communication or growth happened. This may have made you feel like I need to go on my own. I can't be stuck in this energy. I can't be patient with energy. I don't know if this person would want to work it out or if I'm meant to work this out. Somebody wanted to take a risk. The other person didn't really emotionally feel like the investment was the right emotional investment that was going to create happiness or growth or passion. So they wanted to get away from it. While the other may have wanted to build with it. So somebody wanted somebody, but the other person didn't want somebody, or somebody felt like somebody wanted somebody else. That's the story here. Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and then the Two of Wands. I feel like it was heartbreaking or upsetting until change was kind of what it was accepted. It all happened because somebody wasn't willing to emotionally sacrifice communicating. It became something that fell out of balance. Something that mentally, I feel like over time, they started to learn. I probably should have been aware to speak up. I probably would have had a different outcome, different judgment. I could have trusted the situation, emotionally adapted to it, should have made that decision. But now I feel like it's too late. That person isn't happy, or that person may be happy somewhere else. I'm still focused on my stability, though. Something like this. The Wheel of Fortune, the King of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the emotions. Somebody didn't invest in speaking, and that's what fucked up the relationship emotionally. And they know now. Whether it's the Libra or the person, the crotch watcher, whoever this is, somebody knows now. I also get that the Lovers, things could have just changed over time. They say people change every 7 years. You could have just grown apart for some of you. Some of you might have been and had true love or wanted to manifest beginning to end love, but things could have just felt like it was separating, not working out. Or they could have been fighting for their own needs versus the needs of the situation, or putting the work and effort emotionally and working it out. It doesn't feel like it could be worked out. I'm going to just be honest. I feel like something went on too long, or somebody felt like they didn't know what was going on too long, or if somebody was dealing with somebody else and that was just too fucking much. So see you later. The baby's out with the bathwater kind of energy, whatever. Something like that. Thank you for the super chat, Casey. Let's keep going. Anything for Libra, straight to the point. I don't feel like you're going to be emotionally hurt or upset. I feel like you've learned that just because you didn't get something, or you might not have even felt like you know what's going on in a situation. It may have felt like it was wounding you or damaging you. I feel like you felt left out or locked out of a situation or knowing what was up. I feel like you wanted to make decisions or figure out something, how to make something work. Some of you, it was like, do I do it? Am I really happy here? Or it's back and forth. Like, am I happy? Do I move towards it? Emotionally, like, what do I do here? I'm not sure if I want to say no, or the hangman. I'm kind of stuck in suspense. I think I should cut it out, but I think I want to communicate. Libra, that's your card. But I think I want to communicate, but I know change has to happen. Somebody identified that there was no, I feel like there wasn't enough effort or fight for this, and that's where the balance fell apart. And that's the biggest problem, is there was not enough communication. The world, I feel like the movement stopped, or the love didn't work out. Somebody moved away from the love because the passion they once had, it became more anxious, or they didn't speak to each other, so this drew them apart. So it became part of their past. Now I feel like both parties are learning how to take risks in new directions and play with those new directions. And I feel like they're figuring this out. I do feel like they kind of regret not having the communication or speaking or communicating clearly with each other, but they're still going to find love, or aim to please themselves in that direction. Six of Pentacles balance it out. Somebody may. I feel like eventually this will be talked out, whether they get back together or at least they take the time and patience to speak about what went wrong in the future. I feel like that will happen. The communication will happen. It'll just take time. Six. What was done in the past, or what's done is done. 10 of Swords. What's done is done. 10 of Wands. What's done is done. But let me tell you something. It doesn't mean that you can't emotionally look at a situation that hurts you, leave it behind, let it go, and start over, and also recognize where you may have went wrong, they may have went wrong. Be very aware, open, precise to it. Have the courage to recognize, I can't be upset about it, and I should let go of the things that upset me. I did spend the time and invest in this person, but even though it made me upset, let's look at this. It made me upset. I had to make decisions. I might need to trust, knowing that us not trying to work things out or balance the situation out probably wasn't the smartest choice. What did it need? It needed people to I feel like the response of trusting that if they were going to move on, the reason is because they weren't willing to speak or communicate how they felt emotionally. I feel like that's what they're going to sacrifice and talk about. I feel like that's the work that needs to be put on the table for Libra, or for the other sign that you dealt with. Could have been another air sign, could have been an earth sign, could have been a fire sign. By the way, the Wheel reversed, the Magician. Somebody felt like they were lied to, or they weren't being emotionally supported, while the other person felt like, you know what, I give the right emotions. I don't feel like two people felt eye to eye with how they felt with their emotions towards the love situation. And I feel like that helped draw the situation apart. I think that was kind of like the underlying theme. But I also feel like communication wasn't good. I also feel like somebody felt like they weren't sharing emotions or opening up their heart to that person. The King of Cups, it was very back and forth. One felt this way, the one other felt that way. It's like the King of Cups is upright, the Knight of Cups is reversed. It's a wishy-washy energy. The King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. I almost feel like somebody wanted to invest in something emotionally, but the other person wasn't sure if it was the right move. The crazy thing is, I feel like this happened to women that dated men and men that dated women. I feel like both sides of the parties dealt with this. I don't know how to explain that, but that's what I'm seeing. I feel like a woman, Libra, dealt with this with a man, but I felt like a Libra man dealt with this with a woman, whatever sign she was. Here we go. The Emperor. And balance. Libra could be very, very focused on getting their priorities in order, and that's what they're trying to put work and effort in or communicate. They also could be fond of wanting to fall in love or find somebody that is destined for them. This is something that could be running rapidly through Libra's mind, whether they admit it or not. Here we go. Somebody could be like, should I do it again? Do I want to do it? Do I want to fall back in love? I do feel like that's a dude saying that. Like, do I really want to go through another process with another person, female? The Hangman, the Five of Swords, and the Eight. He's confused. He doesn't know if he wants to. He's not sure if he's in like fight or flight mode. Like, should I even invest in this again? Does it make sense? Will it really bring me happiness, or will it all fall apart again? A lot of it has to stem with recognizing what happened in the past. Holy shit, the Seven of Pentacles. Recognize the investments or the fulfillment you had in the Six of Cups energy, the past. This is what I have. I do feel like somebody could also feel like the reason this fell out of, the reason this happened is because there was lack of patience, there was lack of positivity in a relationship and communication. And I feel like this became somebody became very aware of it and moved their emotions somewhere else or their investments towards something else because they felt like the situation was too unhealthy. This is what I have for Libra. I do feel like things can change and you can still have a good celebration. Whether this was done to you, you did it to them, that's not my business. I do feel like things can change, but you have to be willing to make the sacrifice and emotionally understand what to trust, whether that's you or them. Somebody's got to figure this part out. I'm not going to say who needs to figure out shit, but somebody needs to figure this out and become their best version of themselves. This is what I feel. I feel like that's how they get momentum. Go to the bottom. Got to open their heart because emotions, they're shut down. Knight of Pentacles, they got to put the work in because they're not speaking or putting the effort and work to it. And that's why they keep having the same outcome in relationships. Whew, I'm done. I am so done. I hope you guys enjoyed these readings. If you did, please hit the like button. I hope I didn't scare half of the audience away. Thank you. Have a good night. I appreciate all your energy. What is it? Maloha? I don't even know what the fuck I just said. Goodbye. I appreciate everybody. Thanks again. I'm out of here. Before I make an ass of myself, I'm gone. See you later. Peace.